What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Mets versus Braves, game one of the doubleheader. Trip to the postseason on the line.
Wherever you are with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
If you want to win your fantasy football league, you need to listen to Fantasy Sports Radio. From lineup decisions to daily fantasy to waiver wire advice, injury updates, and so much more.
You cannot afford to drop a running back.
Our experts will help you dominate.
I think there's value there on Austin Eckler in PPR formats.
Set your lineup with Fantasy Sports Radio. Your home for fantasy football all season long. Channel 87 and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
While you're listening to this game on SiriusXM, we're talking about the latest odds and prop bets for this and every game on Sports Grid Radio.
The under's minus 125. Heavy juice to the under.
Every home run hit and every strikeout thrown can change the line.
I can't for the life of me figure out how you can favor a team that never wins, ever.
If you're looking for sports talk centered around the latest odds and prop bets for games, races, tournaments, or any sporting event, Sports Grid Radio, SiriusXM, channel 159.
A proud partner of the Braves.
Well, this is why we're Braves fans, folks. We live for days like this, when all the bleep is on the line. And we're happy to be here on the Braves Radio Network and happy to bring it to you, and it should be an exciting day as both the Braves and Mets will be fighting to get into the postseason. Game one is game number 161 of the regular season. That means there's one left. We'll play that later today. 76 degrees at game time under some cloudy skies. Wind out of the west, 5 to 15 miles an hour. And a reminder that Tire Discounters Round Tripper Home Run Promotion offers Braves fans a next day instant savings on set of select tires plus a free alignment and oil change. More homers the Braves.
What's going on, everybody? I won't be on camera for this. These games today, these two baseball games. But a big deal here for the Dodgers. Who will they play, or who could they play in the NLDS?
Center, Laureano in left. Olsen, Albies, Arcia, and Urshela from first to third, and Travis d'Arnaud behind the dish. On the mound, Spencer Schwellenbach. He has pitched great all season long, but especially against the Mets. He's made 2 starts against them. He's given up 1 run in 14 innings, and that was on a home run to Mark Vientos here last week when he pitched against New York. 1 walk, 15 strikeouts in 14 innings against him. Can he do it again? Well, we sure hope so. His last 14 starts, he's gone 7-3, and that includes September, a 3-1 mark with a 2.73 ERA, 5-4 here at home. The umpires, they're an important part of this doubleheader. Behind the plate for game one will be Scott Berry. Lance Barksdale is at first base. Jim Wolf is at second. Laz Diaz is a holdover from the previous series. He'll umpire at third. This is a veteran crew, and it will be needed for this 2-game series that has so much riding on it. Schwellenbach's last start came against the Mets on the 24th. He beat them 5-1, 7 innings of 1-run ball, and he's ready to go. And with that throw down to second base, so are we. And here to tell you about it, once again, is Ben Ingram.
Thank you so much, Joe. These two rivals, everything on the line. Both teams need 1 win. 89 wins will get you into the dance. And both teams will have 2 cracks at getting 1 win. If you get swept, your season is over, and the Diamondbacks would be in. And both teams obviously hoping that they can claim game 1. And then that'll certainly take off the pressure for game 2. It'll be Francisco Lindor, Jose Iglesias, and Mark Vientos in the top of the first inning for New York. Schwellenbach holding the ball in his hands, waiting on the green light from home plate umpire Scott Berry. And he's got it now. Lindor climbing in. Schwellenbach is ready. Doubleheader. And now for the ball game. And the first pitch in there, called strike. Starting this one up at 1:11 Eastern Time. 12:11 Central. Time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss at a good curveball. 0-2 on Lindor. Look for Real Sweet Brand by Dahlia Onions from Schumann Farms. Now in a store near you. Schwellenbach way ahead 0-2. And the pitch on the way to Lindor. And he bounced a curveball there about 2 feet in front of the plate and a 1-2 count. For Schwellenbach, his last 11 starts, he has given up 3 earned runs or fewer. And looking for more of that today. The 1-2 pitch. Off the plate with a splitter. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
As we know, Ben, it's all about the pitching for the Braves. Offense not scoring a lot. Hold them down if you can.
2-2. Send foul into the seats down the left field line. Well, the last time that Schwellenbach was on the mound, it was against the Mets, as you mentioned. And he cruised right through them in the first inning. Threw 9 pitches in that inning. This will be his 6th pitch to Lindor alone. 2-2 on the way. Ground ball weakly out to second. Up with it, Ozzie Albies. Throw to first base, and there's out number 1 today. So a 4-3 put out. Braves are fanned out in their home white uniforms. White tops, white pants, red lettering, red numerals. Outlined in navy. Braves across the chest on top of the red tomahawk. And the Mets in the traveling gray uniforms. Tops and pants, blue numerals, blue lettering, outlined in orange. And New York arching across the chest of their gray uniforms. 1 down for Iglesias. He's been swinging a red-hot stick. Pitch on the way to him. Sent foul.
He's hitting 20 straight.
Very impressive work. Got him in the 2-hole today. He's hitting .341. 0-1 from Schwellenbach. Softly flared foul into the seats down the first base line and into the seats. Schwellenbach has been so good this year, but man, it has been fun to watch him in these big games. Mets, Phillies, Dodgers, home, road, hasn't mattered. And looking for more of that same stuff today. Way ahead of Iglesias, 0-2. Pitch on the way. Check swing. He went. Have a seat. 2 down. Got him with a good slider. So 2 down for Mark Vientos. That last start that Schwellenbach had versus the Mets. Got him with a good slider. So 2 down for Mark Vientos. That last start that Schwellenbach had versus the Mets, which was here on Tuesday, he gave up 1 run. It was on a home run to this man.
Was culture built? How are they going to continue kind of that same precedent we've seen over the last 7 years? And he said it's a lot of, having the right guys step up. It's not the same faces as far as that leadership goes. You lost some guys, and Michael Brantley. You also lost the catcher Maldonado. There was different faces in this locker room, and some certain guys had to step up. And I like the idea that even though they started so rough, and a lot of people counted them out, they continue to churn on. And what Bregman said after the game yesterday about this team getting better still runs through the Astros right now. I believe that. And I think that with all the pieces that they have right now, Kyle Tucker being back in this.
All right, I'm having some trouble with the audio, y'all. I'm trying to get it caught up right now.
Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Offers end September 30th. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
You're not afraid to get dirty. You know there's strength in sweat, pride in a hard day's work, and power in a great team. We agree the best teams run like a well-oiled machine. That's why you need a Yanmar tractor on your roster. The tractor rated #1 in product quality by the EDA 5 years running. From digging and grading to tilling and mowing. Get more done. Take less time. Yanmar gets you to the game faster. See all their tractors online at yanmartractor.com. That's yanmartractor.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Atlanta Braves and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves.
Braves coming to the plate for the first time, about to take their first swings versus Tylor Megill. No score into the bottom of the first inning. The leather for New York has Pete Alonso at first, Jose Iglesias at second, Francisco Lindor the shortstop, Mark Vientos is at third. Tell you about the outfield after this first pitch to Michael Harris. And here it is from Megill. Harris takes the first pitch strike. That time a fastball over 96. In the outfield for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo is in left. Harrison Bader playing center. Tyrone Taylor is out in right. Francisco Alvarez the catcher, Tylor Megill the pitcher. Oh, one on the way from the right-hander. Harris with a bouncer out towards short. That'll be gobbled up by Lindor. Sends a low throw to first base, but backhand grab by Alonso. And one out here in the first inning. Well, the Braves are very familiar with Tylor Megill. Big right-hander, 6'7", 230 from Los Alamitos, California. He's 29 years old. He's making his 16th appearance of the season and his 15th as a starter. And to this point, he's 4-5 with a 3.98 ERA. Now, the Braves have seen him a ton over the course of his career. Here's Ozzie Albies. Ozzie takes the ball low and outside. He's a kitchen sink guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a sinker slider guy that he depends on you getting on top of the ball and him getting a lot of ground balls. He's only given up 6 homers in 72 innings.
1-0 to Ozzie, fouled back. Which is interesting because the last time we saw him, the Braves hit 3 bombs against him.
Was not a good day for him, and since then he's pitched pretty well.
Ozzie Albies waiting on the 1-1 pitch from Megill. Here it comes. That'll miss low and outside.
Good to see Ozzie lay off that pitch down and away here in the early going.
Ozzie just 4 for 31 since coming back from the IL. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way to Ozzie. He swings and misses at a cutter. And a 2-2 count. Ozzie batting 129 since coming back from the injured list. 1 homer in 7 games. Trying to get that hand and wrist healthier and healthier. 2-2 pitch. A little bit low and outside. It's not just shaking the rust out for Ozzie. It's also a lot of right-on-right at-bats, isn't it?
It is. But also, you know, it's been 8 days since Megill has pitched. He might be a little stiff, too.
Payoff on the way to Albies. Outside ball 4. Missed with a cutter.
They walked him.
1 out walk to Ozzie Albies.
I don't know how many times Ozzie's walked since he came back, but not many. So that's a welcome sign.
That puts Ozzie down at first and climbing in Marcell Ozuna. We're scoreless in the bottom of the first. Ozzie is the first base runner of the game for either team. And Ozuna looking for the first base hit of this game. Ozuna chops one slowly up the third base line and rolling foul. That was doing a balancing act on the chalk about halfway down the line, then took a left turn. So a foul ball, 0-1. That last outing for Megill, like you mentioned, 8 days ago, 4 innings against the Phillies, gave up 1 run. And altogether for Megill, the Mets have won his last 5 games. He's got a 1.78 ERA in that span. And the last time he lost a game was July 27th to the Braves. Braves won that game 4-0 as he gave up 4 runs on 5 hits in 6 innings. And Ozuna, Olsen, and Rosario took him deep in that game. One more home run for Ozuna would be 40 on the season for him. A 1 to Ozuna, and he swings and misses at a sinker.
Let's keep an eye on Megill. When he went over to get that ball at third base, he had a slight collision with Vientos, and then Megill was very slow, meandering, walking back to the mound. He appears to be okay, but keep an eye on him.
Average lead at first by Ozzie. 0-2 to Ozuna. Low and inside with a sinker. Mostly cloudy day here in Atlanta. A little breeze towing with the flags out in right center field. Crowd getting a little bit larger as we have moved into the bottom of the first inning. Ozuna waits on the 1-2. Off the plate with a slider.
Marcel's had his share of luck against this guy, 6 for 12 with 2 homers, so don't think that McGill doesn't know that. Trying to be careful here.
See if Marcel can get something fat right here on a 2-2 pitch. Pick off over to first, and Ozzie back in with a dive. Ozuna with 70 extra base hits this season. That's tied for a career high for him with what he did last year. You'd love one of those right here. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off the gear of the catcher, Alvarez. And he doubles over in pain. He's been through a lot of pain this week.
Yeah, he has. Limited in Milwaukee, and that one was fouled off the inside of his shin guard on his left ankle. He had cramps and something else going on in Milwaukee. I forgot that kept him out.
Yeah, the hamstring got him, and then had some back soreness as well.
Back, that's right.
And had to be aided off the field. That time a foul ball right on the point of the ankle. Well, he's been beaten up here in the last few days. Ozuna climbs back in. It's a 2-2 count. No score in the bottom of the first. Ozzie Albies lead at first base, held by Alonso.
Good pitch to run on.
2-2, a swing and a miss at a cutter. Right over the outer third. 2 down in the inning. That'll bring Matt Olson up to the plate.
And I say it was a good pitch to run on because I watched Alvarez try to go down into his crouch after taking that foul ball, and he couldn't put any weight on his left foot.
And now it's in the hands of Matt Olson with a runner at first and 2 down. Olson's been on a good streak lately. Olson swings and misses at a curveball that just did a disappearing act on him. For Matt, he's got a 19-game on-base streak. He extended that yesterday with a single. He's also hit by a pitch and scored a run. And he's batting .391 in his last 19 games. 0-1 fouled off, and the Braves out of their final strike here in the first inning. Spencer Schwellenbach had a 1-2-3 top of the first inning. As the Mets went ground out, strikeout in the first. Braves got a 1-out walk to Albies, and he's at first base. And the 0-2 pitch due up to Olson. Here it comes. That'll miss high and outside. They play Olson to pull. A lot of room on that third base line. Third baseman Vientos set up with a shortstop would normally play. Now the 1-2 pitch. Tipped into the mid for strike 3. Got him with a fastball that he cooked up there at 98. So both pitchers coming out throwing gas. And both pitchers come away with a couple of strikeouts in the first inning. We head to the top of the second. No score.
A new year in the NBA is right around the corner. And NBA Radio.
All right, we head to the second. Still scoreless.
Our experts are breaking down the entire league.
That's going to be a fun team to watch.
And bringing you inside the locker room.
It is.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What?
On the SiriusXM app.
This is Dave LaGreca, creator of the biggest pro wrestling show on the planet, Busted Open.
Dodger fans interested in this game, Jim, because this determines who plays San Diego in the wild card in the National League.
and talk to the top names in the business, like the legend himself, The Undertaker.
I'm actually glad to be on a real show.
Catch Busted Open live every day from 9 to noon Eastern on SiriusXM Fight Nation, channel 156, and on the SiriusXM app.
If you're just now tuning in, you haven't missed anything yet. No score into the top of the second in game one of this doubleheader. Both teams need one win to advance to the postseason. And for the Braves, you get one win. You're heading to San Diego tonight. And we'll see the Padres tomorrow. Here's Brandon Nimmo to lead off. Nimmo takes a called strike. How about Nimmo batting cleanup today?
Very odd that Pete Alonso's not in that spot. But there must be some strategic reason for this. Nimmo's always been a top-of-the-order guy.
A one pitch. And a swing and a miss over the top of a curveball, 0-2. For the Mets, if they can win one game, they'll head right back from where they just came from, Milwaukee.
I think I want Braves to sweep this, Ruben, so that the Diamondbacks can get in. But I don't know. I don't really care one way or the other.
It's Nimmo, Alonso, and Martinez in the top of the second for the Mets. Spencer way ahead, 0-2. Put him away. Swung on and missed at a cutter. 3 straight strikeouts for Schwellenbach. One down here in the second. Folks, if you're looking to spice up your game day grub, just reach for the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. The official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Flavor favors the bold.
Ben, that's 14 of the last 15 batters that Braves pitchers have faced, all down on strikes.
Pete Alonso takes a ball low and inside. Yeah, that flurry that we saw in the game yesterday was amazing.
It was nuts.
One over from Schwellenbach. Alonso grounds one sharply to third, but on the other end, Urshela wraps it in leather. Good throw across the diamond, 2 down. Two up and 2 down. Here's J.D. Martinez, and this is the man in their order that you're hoping does not heat up. He's had a very lean month of September, and it's up to Schwellenbach to keep him quiet today. Martinez always a threat with the power numbers.
J.D. Martinez, y'all, former Dodger great.
Schwellenbach goes to work right down the pike with a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, they said there were signs of him snapping out of it yesterday, and that's why he's in the lineup today. But hit .096 so far in September.
Bingo. A 1 pitch. Fouled back 0-2. It's another difference in their lineup that you noticed, with Marte not being in there.
Yeah, Sterling Marte probably will play in game 2, but with McGill pitching, Mendoza wanted his best defensive outfield out there.
Schwellenbach looking for another strikeout. 0-2. Low and outside with a slider.
Martinez to me is like Nick Castellanos of the Phillies. At any one time, he can just absolutely dominate a game or two, as Castellanos did to the Braves last year.
1-2 pitch. Just missed the outside corner with a slider. Tough pitch to lay off of, especially with 2 strikes. Now the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. No score in the second. Schwellenbach deals. That's fouled off. Just did catch a stitch of the fastball, which came in at 98 again. That heater showing a lot of life. Spencer searching for a 6-up and 6-down start to this game. Again, the 2-2. And that's hit hard to center. Michael Harris going to drift back, squares up to it, makes the catch in deep center. And that's out number 3. So back-to-back 1-2-3 frames for Schwellenbach. We go to the bottom of the second, no score.
Hey, Braves fans, this is attorney John Foy. Our winning team is here whenever you need us. Nights, weekends, and even on the holidays. After an accident, you want help. You want answers. And we're available to get you both as quickly as possible. Drive safe, stay safe, and remember, if you're hurt, you've got help. That's the Strong Arm.
Injured? Call the Strong Arm. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Ever hit a single that felt like a home run? Or feel like you're playing in the big leagues even if you've never swung a bat? That's what it's like living in a Cortland community. Like getting more than you expect. Hi, I'm Cordy, Cortland spokespug and #1 Braves fan, here to tell you all about how Cortland brings you the best in live and play spaces. Not to mention amazing service. It's why we're the top apartment brand on reputation.com. Cortland, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new apartment home at cortland.com.
Jeff Francoeur here.
I think if the Mets sweep, the Braves would be out,
you might as well work with a company
and the Diamondbacks would still be in. So the Diamondbacks need a sweep by either one of these teams.
And eating local. Partnering with Georgia Farm
If
Bureau
they split, the Diamondbacks are out.
In your community and in our access to food grown in Georgia. Because they're local, the service and response time is excellent. Get a quote at gfbinsurance.com.
Atlanta is on the rise.
Slot machines are turned on, y'all. The slot machines are on. Sheila.
Park, where heritage meets progress. Book your next stay at omnihotels.com/Atlanta.
Braves nothing, Mets nothing. Into the bottom of the second as Jorge Soler leads off for Atlanta. He'll be followed by Laureano and d'Arnaud. Tyler McGill goes back to work, and Soler takes the first pitch strike. Second inning means it's the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning, and if the Braves steal a base this inning, Ronald Inabade will win $1,000 in free marathon gas cards. 0-1 on Jorge Soler. Leg kick in the 0-1. Low and outside. You can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. And best of luck to Ronald.
Got to say, Ben, I've never seen McGill throw a pitch 98 like he did to end the first inning.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. That'll be swung on, missed. That time showed him a cutter. The last time he pitched, it was against Philadelphia. And we had just landed from our last road trip in Miami. The Mets and the Phillies had the Sunday night game. There's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Jorge Soler. And Jorge takes the ball low. And I remember watching that game. They had it on the bus from the airport back to the ballpark here. And he was bringing it pretty hard. I remember thinking the same thing. Like, man, he's throwing harder than I remember.
Oh, he's a big, strong guy. He's 6'7", 230. But typically he's in the low to mid-90s at best.
2-2 and softly tapped out to first. Taken on the third bounce by Pete Alonso, and he'll step on the bag for the out. Yeah, he's a big guy, but oddly enough, he's the little brother between the two McGill boys. Trevor McGill, his older brother.
Don't be afraid, Sheila. Don't be afraid. They're on for real.
6'8", 255.
Honest.
Wow.
Well, they're going through some groceries at the McGill household. One down for Ramon Laureano. No score in the second. Ramon takes the ball low and outside.
Their mom had to hire a rodeo clown to distract them while she brought the groceries in.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Chopped off the plate. Going to be a tough play. Coming in Vientos. Scoops. Gets rid of it. Too late. Infield single to Laureano. Vientos came onto the grass from the infield dirt and made a quick exchange, but not quick enough.
Ben, don't you love it when a guy runs through the bag at first and he knows he's safe and he throws out his wings like he crossed the finish line on a 100-yard dash, breaking through the tape.
That's what he did coming across the bag. He was digging for it out of the box, too. That's the first hit of this game. No score, bottom of the second. Here's Travis d'Arnaud. First pitch to Travis. Kind of buckled his knees up and in with a fastball, bending back out of the way of that heater.
Morning, Doom Sal. Good morning.
Lead at first by Laureano. The 1-0 pitch on the way. A little bit off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Boy, think about the excitement in the McGill household if it's the Mets and the Brewers in the division series with a brother on either side. 2 balls and no strikes on d'Arnaud. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball to the left side. A diving Vientos comes up with it. Now drops it. And everybody's safe.
Everybody's safe.
Left, got it in the webbing. He was going to make a throw from his
First and
knees,
second with 1 out.
but in the exchange, he dropped the ball. And even with a clean exchange, I don't know that he makes that play.
Well, he definitely was not going to get Laureano at second, but that's where he was looking.
Back-to-back infield base hits for the Braves. And for a team that went through a drought over the weekend with runners in scoring position, a chance to really change their fortunes with a base hit right here. The Braves recorded just 1
Welcome to the
hit
stream.
in
Slow-mo
19
works.
at-bats
Welcome to the
with
stream.
runners in scoring position versus the Royals over the weekend.
That's brutal.
And they're fortunate that they're able to pick up a couple of runs due to Royals' defensive mishaps. A couple of errors helped the Braves. But now runners at first and second, 1 down. Urshela homered yesterday. Pitch on the way from McGill. That'll be fouled off. Urshela had a nice day yesterday in the Braves loss. He went 2 for 4 with a single and a homer. And a base hit right here should mean a run. Laureano at second, d'Arnaud at first, 1 down. 0-1 pitch. Nothing wrong with that. Right at him with a fastball. 0-2. After Urshela, it's Arcia. So the bottom of the order's got to find a way to collect a base hit, get the Braves on the board. The 0-2. Low and away. Good stop behind the plate by Alvarez. When the one game that the Braves and the Mets did get in the other night before the hurricane came, the Braves got out to such a good start. They had a 3-run third. And now a chance for early runs here in the bottom of the second inning. Early runs in any game goes a long way, but especially one of this magnitude. 1-2, crack down the right field line towards the corner. Foul ball. That would have meant 2 runs. And I say that knowing who the runner at first base is.
Yeah. Not a lot of room down either line between the chalk and the stands, and somehow that's where it landed.
Put a good swing on it. A 1-2 count still on Gio Urshela. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider. Third strikeout of the game for McGill. Now with 2 down, it's up to Orlando Arcia to cash in on this threat. The Braves have collected 2 infield singles. Arcia had 1 base hit yesterday. It was a single in the 3rd inning. Looking to drive in a run. They'll be running on contact with 2 down. Righty-righty matchup. Arcia swings and fouls one off. Got a first pitch sinker. Came up and in on him. Waving the bat behind his ear. Pitch on the way. Missed a little bit low with a sinker. Count even 1-1. Orlando digs back in there. That timing mechanism in his swing, the bat waving back and forth. He moves it a lot. Gripping that bat with bright red batting gloves and waiting on the right-hander McGill. On the 1-1. In tight. Just missed him with a sinker. 2 balls and a strike on the Braves shortstop. And should he reach, Michael Harris will get a crack at it. This will be McGill's 37th pitch of the game. Glance to second. 2-1 pitch. Fouled off over by the Mets dugout.
This guy's walked a few people coming into the start. 30 walks in 72 innings. That's quite a few. But like I said, he doesn't give up that many long balls. And the 3 you mentioned against the Braves out of the 6 total. Tough to elevate the ball on him. Downhill, 6'7", throwing downhill on you.
2-2 pitch, check swing. He did go for strike 3. They appeal to Lance Barksdale, the first base umpire. He confirms that he went after that slider. So back-to-back strikeouts for McGill when he needed them. We go to the top of the third, no score.
The elite shine when the spotlight is the brightest.
Shohei Ohtani, the first player to have a 50-50 season.
And it doesn't get any brighter than MLB's postseason. Crucial moments of the MLB postseason unfold with the hometown announcers on SiriusXM and the all-new SiriusXM app.
Breathtaking home run by Aaron Judge.
Talk about the postseason on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89.
Are you regretting eating that gas station hot dog? Yeah, we know. We've been there too. This is a message for baseball fans like you. Did you know that you get a channel that's talking baseball 24/7 as part of your SiriusXM subscription?
What?
Our lineup includes shows hosted by former big leaguers and executives. Plus, you'll hear from 17 managers each week. MLB Network Radio is on SiriusXM Channel 89, or just search MLB Network Radio on the SXM app. SiriusXM Sports. We're more than just a game.
The UEFA Champions League is back on SiriusXM FC, and this year it's bigger than ever.
Absolutely ridiculous from Real Madrid. Merseyside magic from Mo Salah.
Now with more matches featuring soccer's most iconic clubs as they battle it out for European supremacy.
What a start for Inter! Haaland scores the hat-trick!
From the league phase to the final, the Champions League is on SiriusXM FC 157 and the all-new SiriusXM app.
By Cronenport, Chicago, Illinois.
No score into the top of the third. 7-8-9 coming up for the Mets. Great to have you with us. Alongside Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Mets have gone 6 up and 6 down versus Spencer Schwellenbach. Braves have had 3 men reach, but only 1 man has made it into scoring position, and no one has scored yet. So Schwellenbach back to work, facing Taylor, Alvarez, and Bader here in the top of the third. First pitch in the inning, touches the outside corner with a slider, and a 0-1 count on Tyrone Taylor. The guy you definitely have to keep off the base paths. He's got some good wheels. A 1 to Taylor. Boy, some English on this thing. It rolls fair after being in foul ground. Toss to the bag, not in time. That is one of the most bizarre base hits you will ever see in a baseball game. That squibbed foul. It was so foul it was outside the base path in the grass, and then had a big spin on it. English all over the thing, curled back and halfway down the line, picked up by Schwellenbach.
That was insane.
Then if he picks it up and makes a better flip, they get
took a chunk out of the baseball too.
Much air under it.
Also, that ball looked tattered, Joe.
It looked cut, didn't it?
So there's the first hit of the game for the Mets. My goodness. Taylor takes off, and there's a called strike, throw down, not near in time.
Avery.
Well, a couple of decisions by Schwellenbach that could have changed the current predicament. Number one, it's as if there was a slight hesitation as to whether to let that ball come back into fair ground or not, or grab it foul and have everything go back to where it was. And then here, Taylor took off. Schwellenbach had time to step off, but he didn't. So now Taylor at second, and the 0-1 pitch on the way to Alvarez. Chopper up the middle. This one advances Taylor to third base. Arcia squeezes, throws to Olsen, 1 down. Boy, of all the ways to get a man to third base. The roller that started foul, that spun fair, a steal.
Nah, I can't show it, Sheila.
Well, in the steal,
there was a big chunk out of the baseball. He hit it so, he curved it so badly. It was weird.
Just took a chance. Got to applaud him for that.
Now the infield in, one down for Harrison Bader, who bats ninth in their order. First pitch to Bader. Chopper left side. Urshela's got it. Looks back, Taylor to third. Throws across, 2 down. Couldn't have drawn that up any better. So 2 down and back to the top of the order. Folks, Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of carts with parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride.
Bader showing a lot of impatience there going after the first pitch. Thank you.
So now it's Francisco Lindor, their most feared hitter, up to the plate with 2 down and a runner at third. First pitch taken for a called strike. Good curveball. Schwellenbach reaches into a black glove right in front of the letters of his uniform. 0-1 to Lindor. Swing and a miss at a curveball.
Ben, do you remember their first trip into Atlanta earlier this year when the Braves gave Lindor a steady diet of curveballs down and in from right-handers?
Yeah.
He had trouble with that.
See if he wants to go there again. Time called by Lindor. And this crowd that has continued to build throughout the first few innings of this ball game, now really getting some energy pumped into them right here.
A lot of people on their feet.
0-2 on the way. Outside. Went with a splitter away in a 1-2 count. Lindor grounded out to second back in the first inning. Schwellenbach making his selection, looking into Travis d'Arnaud. The righty brings it. Check swing, did not go after the fastball away. Tried to bait him with that heater just off the plate. Count even 2-2 as the sun pops out from behind a cloud. 2-2. Ground ball out to first. Olsen has got it. He'll take it to the bag. And Schwellenbach and the Braves hang a 0 up on the board at the top of the
Get out
third.
the jam.
Good job by Spencer. And that will put away the Mets here in the third inning. We go to the bottom of the third. No score in Atlanta.
What's your idea of a good time? Maybe it's adrenaline, like the rush of watching the home team hit homers at Truist Park. Maybe it's a little more chill, communing with nature among the thousands of plants at Smith Gilbert Gardens. Perhaps it's art and culture, soaking up the charm and history at Marietta Square, or taking in performance at the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center. Let the good times roll in Cobb, where you can get your fill of chill, thrill, and culture. Cobb Travel and Tourism is your insider's guide to all there is to see and do in the area. Visit travelcobb.org.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent. If you're hurt and trying to choose a law firm, here are some questions you need to ask. Do they have a fully staffed office right here in town? We do. Have they litigated thousands of cases here in Georgia? We have. And have they collected billions of dollars for their clients? You know we have. One call, that's all.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN, spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, attorneys at law. See website for details. 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Digging, grading, tilling, and mowing. All in a day's work with Yanmar, the tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com.
The Atlanta Braves Kids Club is a free program for Braves fans 14 and under. Visit braves.com/kids to learn more.
Scoreless game into the bottom of the third inning. Braves have the top of the order coming up. It'll be Harris, Albies, and Ozuna. Hey, Braves fans, catch every pitch with a
All right, I'm going to step away for a little bit, y'all. I'll leave it on this screen here.
Clutch even during peak hours. The next generation Xfinity 10G network. Well, both teams have had a man in scoring position, and neither pitcher has blinked yet. Both pitchers showing lots of composure early in the game. And now the Braves are the top of the order coming up for the second time, looking to get after Tyler McGill. Michael Harris takes a ball low. It was a big moment there in the top of the third, and the crowd responded. This feels very much like a postseason game because it is.
Yep.
1-0 pitch. Swung on, miss, 1-1. Michael Harris grounded out to short back in the first inning. McGill at 40 pitches. Leg kick in the 1-1. Good swing, but he fouled back a fastball. Make it a 1-2 count on Harris. Michael with a big game yesterday. He was on base 4 times, had 3 hits, stole a base. Neither one of these teams throw out a lot of base runners when it comes to attempted steals. And he's one of the guys on the Braves team that could get on base and put some pressure on McGill. 1-2 pitch. Low and inside. Check swing. Didn't go as they appeal down to Laz Diaz at third. Harris batting .385 against the Mets this season. Now the 2-2 pitch. And he hangs alive, fouling off a sinker away. Still a 2-2 count.
Couple of good averages against the Mets this year. Not just Michael, but Marcell Ozuna, .359 average with 4 homers.
We'll see him in just a moment, hopefully with men on base. No score, bottom of the third. McGill's 2-2. Harris swings and sends one foul up into the third deck down the third base line. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball from McGill. He's been as hot as 98. Two. Ground ball past the mound, might find a hole. It does. Rolls into center field just out of the outstretched arm of Francisco Lindor. Great at bat by Michael Harris.
Fouled off a lot of tough pitches, and that pitch might not have even been a strike. But he wasn't going to let the umpire ring him up, put it in play, and found a hole.
So he's at first for Ozzie Albies. Ozzie walked in the first inning. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Ozzie wide open stance in the right-hand batter's box. Check swing of the first pitch, and he did go. McGill checks the runner. Harris extends the lead by a step. A 1 outside, 1-1. Sun playing peekaboo here today. Mostly cloudy skies. We're getting little glimpses of sunshine peeking through, but for the most part, shade over the field as it is now. One pitch. In for a strike. Right at the bottom of the zone with a cutter. So Ozzie looking at a 2-strike count. Runner at first, no one out, no score. McGill at 48 pitches, 30 strikes. Big, tall right-hander. Now throws over to first base. Back into the dive, Michael Harris. Harris pops up and adjusts his belt. Brush himself off. One-two. Slapped that foul. That's into the third deck to our right. We're going to get to this point of the ball game for the Braves and for everybody involved the last month or so. Get about this point and check on the scoreboard, see what everybody else is doing. Not today. Everybody else is scoreboard watching to see what's happening here.
Everybody else is home watching the game.
1-2. He hits one well. Deep left field. Going to head back to the wall. Boom! A 2-run home run. Ozzie just sparked one out of here. And he takes McGill deep, and the Braves land the first punch as it's 2-0 in the third. Ozzie with a big swing to give the Braves the lead here in the third inning.
Boy, Boom is right, Ben. He had a good hack at the pitch before. It's like he got good timing on it. And then he got that one a little bit out front. Laser out of here.
Here's Ozuna. Now there's a strike on the inside corner.
Boy, needed that. That looked like a backup slider. Backed up into the third row.
Ozuna clubs one out to third and a snow cone catch by Vientos. He went leaning left and got a snow cone grab. Ozuna made contact with Alvarez on the recoil of the swing. Those two check on each other. Ozzy's home run traveled 392 feet. Came off his bat at 103 miles an hour. And that was his 10th home run of the year. One down for Matt Olson. Olson swings and skies one foul down the left field line. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
After Game 2 of the doubleheader, join us on MLB Network Radio as we break down the postseason field on Sirius XM 89 and the all-new Sirius XM app.
One pitch, and Olson takes a ball outside. Well, we have seen some good contact starting this second trip to the order. Harris a single up the middle. Ozzy with a home run. Ozuna just blistered one out to third. Came off his bat at 100 miles an hour, but caught by Vientos. And now a 1-1 count on Olson. One low and in. Bounced right in front of his feet. A 2-1 count. Olson patiently awaits McGill on the 2-1. Ground ball up the middle and a base hit into right center field. Got a 96-mile-an-hour sinker and rattled that right through the middle. And the Braves have 3 hits here in the third inning versus McGill. Only 1 down for Soler now.
Jeremy Hefner, the pitching coach, out to talk to McGill. And we know that's Jeremy Hefner because they only have 1 pitching coach on this team.
Yeah, Kansas City kind of threw us for a loop, didn't they?
They did. They had 3 candidates.
By the way, that home run for Ozzy, his 10th of the year. And the Braves now have 10 guys who have reached double digits in home runs this year. That home run by Ozzy, the first of the game for the Braves, meaning you'll save $150 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only, plus a free alignment and a free oil change tomorrow only at Tire Discounters. 2-0 Braves, thanks to the 2-run home run by Ozzy Albies. Well, the Braves in pursuit of a bigger inning here in the third. Runner at first, 1 out. Soler with a huge swing and a miss. Boy, it took a big cut there. 0-1 on Jorge. He grounded out to third back in the second inning. And he's hoping that McGill makes the same mistake to him that he made to Ozzy. 0-1 pitch fouled off the inside of his left foot. Now an 0-2 count on Soler. Boy, scoring early always important regardless of what's on the line, but especially on a day like today, game like this.
This is, like you said, this is a postseason game. Both of them.
The 0-2, way outside, nowhere near with a slider.
Every walk is a rally. Every mistake is capitalized on. You got to play perfect baseball.
Olson with a modest lead at first, being held by Alonso. 1-2 low and outside. I'll tell you what this is. It's the exact opposite of what the Braves experienced the last 2 years. All the time off, the 5 days in between.
Yeah. So true.
Soler's been able to level the count. 2-2, and he tags one high in the air, but didn't get enough of it. In deep center field, Harrison Bader is under it, makes a two-handed catch. Olsen tags and holds, and 2 down after the fly out to center field. So 2 away for Ramon Laureano. Braves leading 2-0 after the home run by Ozzie Albies. Laureano singled back in the 2nd inning, had an infield single. Used his wheels to make it aboard. Laureano drives one into right field for a base hit. That'll 2-hop out there to Tyrone Taylor. And the single puts Olsen at second base and Laureano at first.
Ramon had a tough series against the Royals, and it looked like maybe he'd run out of some of his pixie dust. But an infield hit today, and now a line shot to right. That's more like the guy that's had such a good September.
Another hard hit ball this inning. The exit velocities for the Braves this inning have all been extremely high. The slowest hit ball of the inning was the single by Harris. Came off his bat at 91. And the exit velocities this inning, 91, 103, 100, 110, 94, and 108. So they have really been squaring up McGill here in the 3rd inning and looking for more runs. Opening pitch to Travis, and he'll ground one foul to the 3rd baseline. So you see those readings coming off the bat. 2nd trip to the order, that tells you they're really zeroed in on him.
Agreed.
Meanwhile, McGill at 63 pitches as he continues to work in the bottom of the 3rd.
Haven't chased near as many sliders this inning either.
Travis, a former Met, hitting .303 in his career against his former team. 0-1 looked like a good pitch, but ruled a ball.
Yeah, I think it was a good pitch.
Alvarez set up on the inside corner. The pitch hit the outside corner, but the lunge to the other side of the plate by the catcher is what Scott Berry, the home plate umpire, saw. And a 1-1 pitch. And gets away from the catcher, Alvarez. Over to 3rd base now, Olsen, to 2nd, Laureano. And it wasn't a bad pitch.
That was a wild pitch. That was a pass ball. Had to be. It was almost a strike.
He was trying to pull it back into the zone. He was trying to steal a strike, Joe.
Trying to the pitch framing. And it went off the web of his glove. Now a base hit gets you 2.
Two down, runners at 2nd and 3rd. 2-1. Strike on the outside corner. That wasn't near as good as the ball 1 pitch, but it levels out. 2-2.
Huge at bat right here.
Olsen and Laureano ready to run on contact. Need a clutch 2-out knock. And the 2-2 swung on, miss. Got it with a sinker. And that ends the bottom of the 3rd, but the Braves send 7 to the plate. They score 2 runs on the 2-run homer by Ozzie Albies. We go to the top of the 4th inning. 2-0 Braves.
To truly go inside the game of pro football, you need to see things from the player's perspective.
Let's go. Oh,
Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, catch the Player's Point.
let's go. Let's bring the energy.
Join NFL tight end Colin Thompson and Miami Dolphins fullback Alec Ingold as they break down the biggest stories in the NFL.
It's an encouraging way to look at football.
The Player's Point, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio, Channel 88 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
A new year in the NBA is right around the corner, and NBA Radio has you covered.
Muscles it up and in, scoring the foul.
Our experts are breaking down the entire league.
That's going to be a fun team to watch.
And bringing you inside the locker room.
It is a must-win game.
Basketball season is just weeks away, and your 24/7 home for hoops is Sirius XM NBA Radio, Channel 86, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. We're back on the track Sunday.
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Yellowwood 500
from Talladega Superspeedway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah.
On Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90. In the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Yeah.
Get closer to everything that moves you, wherever you are, with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
Hey, Andrew Ford, thank you for that $10 Valhalla holla. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Spencer Schwellenbach and the Braves with a 2-0 lead into the top of the fourth inning. Great to have you with us alongside Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is making Braves country clean car country all season long. And if the Braves pitch a scoreless fourth inning tonight, Tidal Wave will offer half off their best wash membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. That's exactly what Schwellenbach wants. Keep all that momentum in the first base dugout. Get a shutdown inning after scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the third. Here's Jose Iglesias. And he takes the first pitch strike.
Keep that momentum.
Iglesias, Vientos, and Nimmo. 2, 3, and 4 in their order here in the top of the fourth. 0-1 ground ball to second. No problem for Ozzie. He's got it. Throws to first base and 1 away. Well, not that we didn't know this already, but something that's been so impressive about Spencer Schwellenbach this season, his rookie year, not just his stuff, but his poise. How calm he is. Never really speeds up regardless of what's happening around him. Vientos takes a called strike. And there in the third inning, Joey is really tested, and he maintained that poise. Got the job done.
Boy, it helps when you get a first pitch out, when you got a runner at third and less than 2 outs, too.
0-1 ground ball. He stabs it. Great play by Spencer. Flips over to first base and 2 down. Well, it would have been very easy to just let that go through and let your second baseman make the play, but the former collegiate shortstop shows his quick reflexes. Makes that play 2 down. Will make that the Truist play of the game. Brought to you by Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. Two down now for Brandon Nimmo. 2-0 Braves in the fourth. Nimmo takes ball outside. I've gotten with Schwellenbach to where I am with Fried on how excited I get when a ball comes back to him and he gets to defend his position.
Yeah.
There's ball low and inside because both of those guys are terrific defenders. Nimmo 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 2-0 popped up towards foul territory and into the seats down the third base line. Rookie Schwellenbach with those golden curls flipping out of the back of his Navy cap. Bearded right-hander looking into his target. And the 2-1 pitch on the way to Brandon Nimmo. Fouled back 2-2.
Whether he meant to or not there, one of the things that Spencer can do is elevate that fastball, because at 97 or 98, it's still very difficult to get on top of it.
2-2 pitch. Nimmo just does catch a stitch of the splitter and fouls it off. First time he showed Nimmo anything outside of a fastball. He'd thrown him 4 straight heaters. Braves 2, Mets nothing. Top of the fourth inning. Nimmo digs back into the left-hand batter's box. And again the 2-2 pitch. Off the plate, count runs full. Tried a couple of splitters. Try to get him to chase. Let's see if he goes back to the gas here on 3-2. Payoff pitch. And he bites the dust with a slider. Spencer Schwellenbach strikes out Nimmo swinging for the second time. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Spencer Schwellenbach. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Braves 2, Mets nothing.
Spoiler alert. A 2-word warning that we're about to ruin the end. But sometimes spoilers can be worthwhile. And so we designed the Lexus NX to reveal many things. Like taking the mystery out of how close you are between parking space lines, or the time you'll arrive at your dinner reservation. Technology designed to remove surprise endings. It's just a better story that way. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. And just like a fastball that catches the edge of the plate, the original Louisiana brand hot sauce always strikes the perfect note. Aggressive enough to wake up your taste buds without overpowering your meal. So whether you're celebrating another Braves win or just spicing up your game day grub, grab the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Flavor favors the bold.
When you're looking for leading cardiac care, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 95% patient recommendations. You could say we're #1 in the heart of Georgia. We lead with 100 dedicated cardiovascular doctors, so you'll know your heart is in the best hands. We lead with compassion, because you are at the heart of our care. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
Win money on your phone, tablet, or laptop at playdigi.com. Play responsibly. Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Game 161 of the season, and game one of this doubleheader. Braves leading 2-0 into the bottom of the fourth. They got a 2-run homer from Ozzie Albies to left field back in the third, and there's Gio Urshela to lead it off versus Tyler McGill, and he'll swing and send one foul to the third baseline. Well, thanks to that clean top of the fourth inning, today is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Stop by and get half off their Best Wash membership for the first month. Great deal. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. 2 runs, 6 hits for the Braves. No runs, 1 hit for the Mets. A 1 to Urshela. Strike. Sinker 94.
Boy, that was a great pitch and great call for that last strikeout on Nemo. Good slider, 3-2.
Oh, 2, a swing and a miss when reaching for a fastball. And 1 down here in the fourth inning. You know, you chat with current pitchers or former pitchers, anybody who's pitched with Travis d'Arnaud, and they all say how much they enjoy how he calls a game. Very creative when it comes to dialing up what he wants to do. Will go with sequences and pitches that maybe batters aren't expecting, and it's always like he's a step ahead behind the plate.
Yeah, and he knows Nemo very well.
Yeah. Marcia, not his best swing, went flailing after a slider, 0-1.
First pitch swinging. A lot of first pitch swinging at bad pitches. I don't know what the ambush approach is here, but it's not working on that first one.
See if it works on the second one. 0-1. There's a ball inside. Marcia struck out his previous trip to the plate. Trying to get on base here, set the table for the top of the order. Michael Harris swinging a weighted bat the on-deck circle. 1-1 sent foul down the right field line into the seats. Good catch made by a fella in a Michael Harris City Connect uniform down there. He's getting high fives from everybody. McGill ready in the 1-2. And he chased a high fastball. Went upstairs with a heater. Back-to-back strikeouts for McGill. He has 7 strikeouts. Now back to the top of the order to Harris.
His season high is 9. He's done it twice. But the last 3 guys in the order have 5 of those 7 strikeouts.
Michael Harris singled against him last inning. Also scored a run. Harris hits one hard to deep center. Bader backpedaling to the warning track, and he's under it. And down they go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the fourth. So we head to the top of the fifth. 2-0 Braves.
From cozy acoustic mixes to football tailgate anthems. Back to school study beats, live sports, and more.
Deep left field, way back.
Weather soundtrack to warm you up this autumn. Selection on the SiriusXM app. Just search fall.
Every night after the final out, the Round Trip Roundup brings you the scores, highlights, and analysis from every game across Major League Baseball, all in less than 30 minutes.
Swung on and missed, strike three and a no-hitter.
It's the perfect way to get caught up on all the night's biggest home runs and best performances.
And a high drive, deep right center.
It's the Round Trip Roundup on MLB Network Radio every night on SiriusXM Channel 89 and every morning on the SiriusXM app.
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele.
I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
On ctmobile.com.
Into the top of the fifth inning here at Truist Park in Atlanta. Braves 2, Mets nothing. And now for more play-by-play, here's Joe.
Thanks, Ben. Boy, Schwellenbach has been Schwellenbach today. He's only faced one over the minimum. Pete Alonso, as you would like it, will lead off here in the fifth and take outside ball one. Pete grounded out sharply his first time. Alonso 0 for his last 7. 1-0 pitch just off the plate. 2-0. Mets have 3 guys this year that have 88 RBIs coming in. Lindor, Nemo, and Alonso. There's a strike. He took it. 2-1. Alonso will be a free agent at the end of the year. He'll have a lot of lookers. They'll be kicking the tires hard on him. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 97. Little cut on it. 2-2. Alonso calls time. And a reminder that Northside Hospital, for a healthier future together, look to Northside. Spencer fires high, full count. Schwellenbach has struck out 4. He hasn't walked anyone. He's only given up 1 hit. And that was the screwball, ground ball base hit by Tyrone Taylor. 3-2, hit hard through the left side base hit. Alonso with a good at bat, ran the count full, and he pulls one through the left side to give the Mets a good start in the 5th inning. And J.D. Martinez, the batter, he hit the ball hard his first time up, but right at Michael Harris in center. The scouting report was that J.D. Martinez showed signs of snapping out of his long slump yesterday. Hit the ball hard a couple of times. First pitch, strike call on the inside corner, says Scott Berry. Five for 52 in the month of September for J.D. Martinez and no home runs. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Cutter ran away from him, 0-2. Tyrone Taylor on deck. And the pitch, fouled back. Another cutter, got a piece of it. Still 0-2. Kind of a late arriving crowd, wasn't it?
Yeah, filled out though.
It sure has. And they're loud. They know what's at stake here today. The 0-2, just off the plate outside. 1-2 the count. Alonso leads from first. The 1-2 pitch swung on, hit off the end of the bat into center field. It's going to drop for a hit. Alonso stops at second as Harris is on it quickly. But the Mets are in business, first and second, nobody out.
Well, he just reached that. I mean, just threw his arms across the plate. And while he's been a cold hitter lately, he's still extremely strong and able to just flip that one over the infield.
Tyrone Taylor, the batter, he hit one right off the end of the bat to the first base side, and it was 10 feet foul and came back fair, and then he beat it out. Showed bunt, pulls the bat back 1-0. Is he going to bunt? Nope. It's going to swing away, but it's outside ball 2-0. Ground ball might get you 2, but this guy's tough to double up. He runs well. Short leads at first and second. Foul ball out of play, 2-1. That base hit he got that was spinning back into fair territory. Looked like the baseball was torn up. 2-1 pitch, fouled back again, 2-2.
It's like it had a flap on the side of it.
Yeah. And they would have gotten Taylor at first, but when Spencer picked the ball up, he threw a little high, lofty toss over to first, and that allowed Taylor to beat the baseball to the bag. Strikeout would be nice. The 2-2. Got it. Chase the ball down in the dirt. Strikeout number 5 for Schwellenbach. Big out there.
You love his secondary stuff so much. I mean, he's got the fastball that's 97, 98. We talk about his slider and that splitter, but that was the curveball right there. And all 3 of those pitches are so devastating, especially with 2 strikes.
Francisco Alvarez, the catcher, grounded to short his first time. He's definitely a double play candidate. Taps one slowly toward third. Schwellenbach's only play is to first. He barehands, throws, got him. Runners move up to second and third. But as Ben pointed out, the former shortstop went over quickly and picked that ball up with his bare hand and made a good throw to Olsen. 2 away.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Bare hands, sets his feet, and does it so quickly, and delivers a good throw on a challenging play.
Travis d'Arnaud's going to make a slow walk to the mound and give him a chance to reset here, reboot, if you will, with second and third, tying runs in scoring position and 2 out for the 9-hole hitter, Harrison Bader, who swung at the first pitch his last time up with a runner at third and 1 out. And grounded to third. Bader's 0 for his last 10. Former Cardinal. Right-handed hitter, the pitch. Swung on, lifted foul, and out of play. Bader getting the start instead of Starling Marte here in game 1. Braves up 2-0. Top of the 5th. Mets threatening. Stretch in the pitch. Fouled straight back into the screen. He had a good cut, but it's 0-2. Braves fans on their feet. Postseason indeed. The 0-2. High, wasted high. d'Arnaud had to stand up to catch that one. 1-2 the count. Infield mostly straight away. Olsen way off the line at first. Outfield straight away. Schwellenbach steps off. Now he comes set. And he fires. Swing and a fly ball lifted down the first base line, but that's going to twist foul and into the crowd. Still 1-2 to Harrison Bader. Bader 8 for his last 48. Waves the bat around. Schwellenbach delivers. Ground ball up the middle, but Ozzy's there. He charges. Grabs a short hop. Throws him out. Inning is over. Mets threaten. Come up empty. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Braves still up 2-0.
On my off days, the last thing I want to do is take my Ford Bronco SUV in for service. Lucky for me, there's complimentary Ford pickup and delivery and Ford mobile service.
Available for Ford owners like Michael Harris and you. So if you don't have time to spend at the dealership, no problem. Contact your local Ford dealer for assistance or to learn more. Ford pickup and delivery and Ford mobile service are offered by participating dealers and may be limited based on availability, distance, or other dealer-specific criteria. Does not include parts or repair charges. A non-operational vehicle is not eligible and will require a roadside event.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call the Ken Nugent Law Firm? Because when you're hurt, you need money. You deserve it. And my law firm goes and gets it for you. Results are what I'm looking for. I'm sold. I'm calling the Ken Nugent Law Firm today. Our job is to get you as much money as possible for your case. One call, that's all.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN. Client portrayal. Spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, Attorneys at Law. 1355 Peachtree Street, Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
This is for anyone currently doing plumbing, pipe fitting, or HVAC work with at least 3 years experience. If you're not making over $55 an hour total package, including health insurance, benefits, and a retirement pension, we need to talk. We're the plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVACR techs of UA72, and we've got a job for you. Plenty of options, safe conditions, great people in Atlanta. Visit UA72.org, click Join Us, and we'll send you a list of openings now. UA72.org.
Engineers, planners, and developers. Do you have a project that needs a cultural resources survey? Contact Wiregrass Archaeological Consultants at diggingintothepast.com. That's diggingintothepast.com.
Halfway home, Braves up 2-0. They're up 2-0 because the man at the plate that'll lead off the fifth for the Braves was Ozzy Albies' 2-run homer in the third inning. A shot into the left field bleachers. First pitch here from McGill is outside, ball one. Ozzy laid off that first pitch cutter. Ozzy walked his first time up. 1-0 pitch. Ozzy backs up, takes low, is taken all the way. Ball two. 2 runs, 6 hits for the Braves. No runs, 3 hits for the Mets. They had 2 hits back-to-back to start the top of the fifth. Didn't score. 2-0. Ozzy again steps back from a pitch. 3-0. Tylor Megill. Big 6'7" right-hander. Comes set. Ozzy probably taking. And he is, and it's ball 4 inside. Good start to the fifth inning. Fans, when severe weather occurs in Braves country, the team at Georgia Power works around the clock to safely restore power as quickly as possible. They're working tirelessly with teams across the region to ensure you have the energy you need. So, for the latest information, safety tips, and report or check the status of outages, visit georgiapower.com/storm. Marcelo Zuna has struck out and lined a rocket that was speared by Vientos at third. He's 0 for 2. The pitch. Breaking ball dropped in there for a strike.
Did you get power back at St. Simons?
Yes, we did. Good. Finally, yesterday. I say we.
You went to work on it, huh?
They, yeah. The 0-1. Marcel takes outside. 1-1 the count. Marcel now 6 for 14, 2 homers against McGill in his career. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Like he got a good pitch to hit and missed it. 1-2. Oscar Brazoban begins to play catch in the Mets bullpen. I tell you what, McGill is so lumbery and slow. You could call him Ty Lurch McGill. The 1-2, a little high, 2-2.
Yeah, he's not in a hurry for anything.
No. Ozzie at first with a walk. He's been on base 3 times. Nobody out. 2-0 Atlanta in the 5th. And the pitch. Ozuna, ground ball to short, might be 2. Lindor to Iglesias and over to Alonso. 6-4-3, 2 out. Marcel suddenly 0 for his last 13. Matt Olson singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. They play him way around the pole. First pitch popped up foul off to our left over here.
Wouldn't be shocked to see Olson get another good hack like that. That last at bat he had, that single he mentioned in the 3rd, he really had a good approach, saw lots of pitches, and there's nothing that McGill has that he hasn't seen yet.
That looks like he's choked up on the bat a little bit, too. A 1 pitch tapped right in front of the plate. McGill is on it. Fires to first and threw wide of the bag, but somehow Alonso caught it and kept his foot on the base, according to first base umpire Lance Barksdale. Braves are going to check this. I don't know how he kept his foot on the bag. Horrible throw by McGill. Braves will not challenge. Inning over. No runs, a walk, nobody left thanks to the double play. We go to the 6th. Atlanta still up 2-0.
Sports Grid Radio on Sirius XM has you covered this NFL season.
Week 4 wraps up with another Monday night doubleheader, this time with the Titans versus the Dolphins and the Seahawks versus the Lions. The Dolphins are just 1.5-point favorites over the Titans, but the Lions opened as 4 points better than the Seahawks. Make sure you tune into Sports Grid Radio to stay up to date on all the latest.
The place to get the winning edge over the sports books this football season is Sports Grid Radio, channel 159 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the latest updates on Helene, tune to alerts from the Weather Channel. What to expect and who may be impacted.
Hi, I'm meteorologist Jim Cantori. When severe weather is impacting any part of the country, alerts from the Weather Channel for live simulcast of the Weather Channel for the latest information to keep you safe and informed.
Tune to alerts from the Weather Channel for the latest information on Helene.
Whenever active weather is breaking, alerts from the Weather Channel on the Sirius XM app. Just search weather.
The NFL Sunday Drive is your home for the 2024 regular season.
Caught for the touchdown!
This is Steve Torrey. Join me and Bill Leckus every Sunday at noon Eastern as we take you live to every game, every touchdown, and every key moment.
Bucks take the lead with 9 seconds left.
Plus, reporters from every game, fantasy updates, and guests live from the locker room.
49ers tight end George Kittle.
Catch the NFL Sunday Drive every Sunday at noon Eastern on NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Atlanta Braves.
Top of the order for the Mets. They trail 2-0. Spencer Schwellenbach has allowed only 3 hits. He has not walked anybody, and he struck out 5. Third time through the order. Lindor, Iglesias, and Vientos due up. Lindor has grounded out twice. First pitch, ground ball right side. Diving stop by Ozzie from his knee. 2 first. Got him. Whoa, what a play by Albies. Have a day. He's hit a 2-run homer, and he's just turned in a sparkler at second base to rob Lindor of a base hit. One out for Iglesias, working on a 20-game hitting streak. He has struck out and grounded out. And the pitch, front door breaking ball for a strike. Next offering, a little outside. 1-1. Iglesias 1 for 7 in his career against Schwellenbach. Winding the pitch, grounder. Little easier chance for Ozzie here. 3 hopper. He's got to hurry, though, and he got Iglesias by a step. 2 down.
It's becoming the Ozzie game, isn't it?
It sure is. Fans of bold flavors, something you're after, grab a bottle or 10 or 20 of the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce flavor favors the bold, as you know. 2 out for Vientos, who has struck out and hit a comebacker. Wind in the pitch. A little high, I guess. Ball 1. Schwellenbach's 73rd pitch about to be made. And a foul ball out of play, 1-1. 73 pitches, 54 strikes. Two out, nobody on. 2-0 Atlanta. Ground ball to short. Arcia charges, gloves, throws, got him. 3 up and 3 down. That's 20 innings against the Mets this year, and only 1 run allowed by Spencer Schwellenbach. Let's get some more. Bottom of the 6th, Braves up 2-0.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get $2,000 in loyalty cash bonus on a new Toyota Tundra. Offer valid through September 30th, 2024. Offer entitles current Tundra customers to $2,000 loyalty cash bonus on the retail purchase or lease of a new Tundra gas or hybrid vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward a down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details.
Fall is here, but it's still hot here in the state of Georgia, which means pests like ants, roaches, and mosquitoes are out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Braves, so you know you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Live like a champion with Simply Sports CBD. Simply Sports CBD is the athlete's choice and trainer's #1 recommendation for a reason. It's NSF certified. As the choice CBD of Olympic surfer Brisa Hennessy and proud partner of the Atlanta Braves, Simply Sports CBD is trusted by the best for training, recovery, and performance. Whether it's the day-to-day grind or the thrill of competition, Simply Sports CBD helps you stay at the top of your game. Get the CBD athlete's trust. Live like a champion. Available at the Georgia Hemp Company. The
2024 Braves promotional calendar features a variety of exciting gate giveaways. See the full schedule and get your tickets at braves.com/promos.
Jorge Soler leads off the bottom of the 6th for the Braves. They lead 2-0. Tyler McGill still out there for the Mets. He winds and fires on a hard hit 1 hopper to Lindor. He backhands it, throws across in time, 1 pitch, 1 out. Our contestant in the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning is Clifford Ragland from Fairburn, Georgia, with $1,600 in the jackpot. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. And enter for next year. First pitch in there to Laureano is a called strike. Ramon 2 for 2 today. A swinging bunt hit, infield hit, and a line drive to right. 2 of the Braves' 6 hits. Drive to center, real deep. On the run, Bader on the track. At the wall, it's gone! Home run! Ramon Laureano joins the party. Woo-hoo! 3-0 Atlanta.
He has put some great swings on Tyler McGill today. He had those singles early, especially that single in the 3rd inning, hit it hard. So we went up there knowing exactly what to look for. He didn't miss it.
Boy, he sure didn't. That was straightaway center, right over the Papa John's sign. For Ramon, his 11th homer, his 32nd RBI of the year, and a winner in the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. Swing and a miss by Urshela, who has fanned twice today. Or excuse me, by Darno. Clifford Ragland, you just won $1,600. Love giving away money. The 0-1 to Darno, taken for a strike, 0-2.
That was 411 feet straightaway center, off the bat at 104.
It was pretty. Wind in the 0-2, sliced down the right field line, pretty deep toward the foul pole, but out of play. Lights have come on here at the ballpark. It's gotten kind of dark. You can understand, I think, Ben, regardless of the score or who was ahead, the 0-2 bounced foul third base side, that with a doubleheader today with so much riding on these games, both managers probably wanted to try and ride their starter as far as they could, knowing they didn't want to blow out their bullpen.
Yeah, if this were one game, I think McGill would have been out of there by now.
Agreed. Travis behind 0-2. And the pitch to him. Foul tipped off the catcher. He couldn't hang on to it. And Travis sympathizes with Alvarez. You know, that run that was in the 8th inning the other night against Kansas City when Ozuna stole third and they threw the ball away.
Right.
How big a run that was. That's kind of the way I feel about that third run right there.
Yeah, that's a big one. And it's one the Braves were close to in the 3rd inning, and you thought maybe it'd go that way in the 5th inning with a leadoff walk, but to get it here on another homer against a guy who hasn't given up many homers lately, that's enormous.
Yeah. The 0-2. Check swing. He did not go. 1-2 the count.
And along the line of what you're talking about with riding your starters, that's especially the case for the Braves with a 3-0 lead and the way that Schwellenbach is dealt.
Yeah.
If you get another one out of him, you could run this the way that you'd like to with Jimenez in the 8th and Iglesias in the 9th.
1-2 delivery. Down low, 2-2.
And that's the blueprint that they followed when they saw the Mets last week with Schwellenbach pitching.
Exactly right. So McGill's given up 8 homers this year and 5 to the Braves. 2-2. Popped up. That's going to get out of play. Up behind the Braves on deck circle. Man, oh man, did Laureano put a charge in that thing to straightaway center. He's 3 for 3 today. Ozzy's been on base 3 times, and including a 2-run homer. Darno swings and misses. Couldn't catch up upstairs. 2 outs. 8 strikeouts for McGill.
Well, and of those 8 strikeouts, 6 are to the bottom 3 guys in the order. Just 2 of the rest of the order. Those guys hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, Urshela and Arce at the bottom of the order have both fanned twice. And that was the 2nd time that Darno had fanned. Wind in the pitch. Up and in, ball 1. Gio's been swinging the bat well. He's been collecting his share of hits. Drove in a run yesterday in a losing cause. He waits and drives one to center. Broken bat flare. It's going to drop in front of Bader. There's a little 2-out beauty for Gio Urshela. And now here comes the manager of the Mets, Carlos Mendoza. And that'll end the day for Tyler McGill. Runner at first, bottom of the 6th, the run in. And the Braves up 3-0, and the Mets make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. You make the right call and protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. We'll tell you who's coming in right after this on the Braves Radio Network.
Hey, Braves fans, step up to the plate with Xfinity Internet. Get the fastest speeds and low-lag streaming for an incredible viewing experience that knocks it out of the park. And you'll have a consistent connection with reduced buffering and freezing, so you can stay in all the action inning after inning. When it's game time, make sure to catch it all with internet that's powerful and reliable. Stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity, because it's only live once. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed. Many factors affect speed. For factors affecting speed, visit xfinity.com/network management.
You're not afraid to get dirty. You know there's strength in sweat, pride in a hard day's work, and power in a great team. We agree the best teams run like a well-oiled machine. That's why you need a Yanmar tractor on your roster. The tractor rated #1 in product quality by the EDA 5 years running. From digging and grading to tilling and mowing. Get more done. Take less time. Yanmar gets you to the game faster. See all their tractors online at yanmartractor.com. That's yanmartractor.com.
Dive into the ultimate dining experience at National Anthem Atlanta, in the heart of the Battery Atlanta and the Omni Hotel, the official hotel of the Atlanta Braves. Book your stay at omnihotels.com/BatteryAtlanta.
Nothing Braves in the bottom of the 6th. New pitcher for the Mets is the right-hander Huáscar Brazoban. We just did see him on the 24th as he pitched 1 inning in that ball game right before the hurricane. And he's on his 2nd team within the division this year. He started the year with the Marlins, and now with the Mets altogether, he's made 37 appearances this season, 1-3 with a 3.58 ERA.
And he will face Orlando Arcia with a runner at first and 2 out. Orlando has fanned twice. First pitch to him from the hard-throwing right-hander inside. He had a spin out of the way, ball 1. 3-0 Atlanta. They have 8 hits, including 2 homers. The homers have accounted for all of the runs. 2 runs shot by Albies, solo by Laureano. Check swing, didn't go. 2-0 to Arcia. Miguel went 5 2/3, 8 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, 2 homers. Runner at first belongs to him. Arcia swings and misses, 2-1. Little mist begins to fall. Got dark here at the ballpark. They turned the lights on. 2-1 pitch inside, ball 3.
Yeah, they got the cover off the tarp down the left field line, but hopefully these little cells stay away from us, at least with the heavy stuff.
There was just a little pop-up thing that showed up on the radar. Arcia hooks one hard into the second deck. Ball bouncing around down there, full count. That'll give Urshela a head start here, 3-2. Michael Harris, the second, would be next. There goes the runner. The payoff pitch swung on, hit high and deep to left field, but way out of play and way down there in the left field, on the left field side in the third deck above the retired numbers. Wow. Right up there above the Andrew Jones number. Again, a 3-2 in the dirt. Brazoban slipped a little bit as he threw that one. 2-out walk, first and second for Harris. Michael has a base hit in 3 trips. Really drilled the ball his last time up, back Bader up to the track in center. Joe Ben and Jay Chad with you from Truist Park. First of 2 in this after the season doubleheader, more or less. Braves up 3-0. Stretching the pitch. Michael takes low, ball 1. Michael is 7 for his last 18 with a homer. Had an incredible September. 1-0. Down and in, ball 2. Braves now with 8 hits, including 2 this inning. They had 4 hits back in the 3rd inning when they scored twice, and now time called, and Alvarez out to talk to Brazoban, and the whole infield's coming in. Not sure what this is unless it's just a pep talk.
Well, now the rain picking up a little bit more. Folks by the hundreds are heading up the aisles and under the overhangs.
Yeah, that's pretty thick. Two and 0 to Harris, meeting over. 2 on, 2 out. And the pitch. Ball 3.
Boy, wouldn't you love to see him walking for Ozzie, who's been the man of the day today for the Braves?
Absolutely. Here comes the pitch. Strike call in the outside corner. Changeup. 3-0 changeup. Brazoban really wiping his hands off on his uniform. He might be having a little trouble with the grip, and it begins to rain harder. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Took a little off that one, too. Full count. And now Michael calls time. And Harris wipes the rain off of his bat. So the runners will be off to the races. 2 out. There they go, the 3-2. Swung on, driven to right field and deep, but on the run and making the catch is Taylor. He's there to end the threat. But the Braves had a run on the solo homer by Laureano. And we go to the 7th. Braves shutting them out 3-0.
A new generation of hip-hop superstars was born on SoundCloud.
What's up? This is Cash Cobain. It's Lil Tyler. It's doing no baby.
Stay connected to what's popping online. Now.
Let's get it.
With the Sirius XM channel, where new hip-hop is always on. SoundCloud Radio.
Yeah, clear the runway, because we about to take off on SoundCloud Radio.
Listen in the car or at home with your Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM has everything a college football fan needs.
He's in trouble, and down he goes. The ball comes out.
All the big games are on the Sirius XM app.
Down the sidelines, midfield. It's a race. Picking them up, putting them down.
Plus, hear daily in-depth analysis on college sports. Get you ready for game day every day on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
If you want
Brandon Nemo will lead off for the Mets, and back for us to take us the rest of the way. Here's Ben.
Thank you, Joe. Spencer Schwellenbach has been terrific today. Going back to work, his 75th pitch of the game, and Nemo with a check swing. They appeal, and he didn't go since last Diaz. And a 1-0 count. Well, like I mentioned, 75 pitches now for Schwellenbach. And the Braves, I'm sure, have to be hoping they can get one more inning out of him, then see what they want to do in the 8th and the 9th. 1-0 pitch, chopped off the plate, foul. But as far as pitch count goes, he's in a really good position. To be quite honest, if this were a game earlier in the season, I'd be thinking, could he go the distance? But he's maintained a low pitch count, trying to continue that here in the top of the 7th. And the 1-1. Nemo with a fly ball to center. Not hit all that well. Michael Harris drifting back a little bit, makes the catch. And one away in the top of the 7th inning. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
After game
3-0 Braves, top of the 7th. There's Pete Alonso. Singled in the 5th inning. It's a fly ball out towards left center field. Michael Harris on the run. Back to his right. Under it. Makes the catch onto the warning track. Michael tracking it well. Perfectly played. Great route. 2 quick outs in the 7th. Adam Ottavino is now tossing for the Mets in their bullpen. Coming up, it'll be the 7th inning stretch brought to you by the Warrior Alliance. Going to bat for veterans and their families by helping them navigate success after military service. To learn more, go to thewarrioralliance.org. 2 flyouts to center field. Here's J.D. Martinez. Schwellenbach kicks and fires. Martinez takes a called strike. 97 with a fastball. He's lost nothing on that heater. And he's been 97, 98 all day long with a fastball. 0-1 low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. One low and outside, 2-1. Braves in the bottom of the 7th will have Albies, Ozuna, and Olsen. And if anyone reaches Eli White. Meanwhile, Schwellenbach in search of another 1-2-3 inning. 2-1, nibbling for the outside corner, missed with a cutter, 3-1. Haven't seen many 3-1 counts today from Schwellenbach.
Only a couple of 3-2s, but no 3-1s that I remember.
3-1, chopper to short. Arcia scoops it up, cuts it loose, out number 3. Down they go, 1-2-3. 7 brilliant innings by Spencer Schwellenbach. And the rookie just keeps getting better and better. And the Mets have not been able to touch him. Time for us to stretch. We head to the bottom of the 7th, 3-0 Braves.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes. But one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
You're not afraid to get dirty. You know there's strength in sweat, pride in a hard day's work, and power in a great team. We agree the best teams run like a well-oiled machine. That's why you need a Yanmar tractor on your roster. The tractor rated #1 in product quality by the EDA 5 years running. From digging and grading to tilling and mowing. Get more done. Take less time. Yanmar gets you to the game faster. See all their tractors online at yanmartractor.com. That's yanmartractor.com.
No matter the obstacles, setbacks, twisting turns, never lose sight of the destination. Because when you get there, the next adventure is just beginning. I'm Michael Harris II. Follow your own path. Check out the Ford Bronco and Ford Bronco Sport SUVs at your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Aggressive enough to wake up your taste buds without overpowering your meal. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce, flavor favors the bold.
Veteran Adam Ottavino will come on and work for the Mets. He's their 3rd pitcher. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, 59th appearance. He's 2-2 with a 4.50 ERA and a save, 68 strikeouts in 54 innings.
He's their 3rd pitcher in the game. Here's Ozzie. Ozzie's been on base 3 times. 2 walks and a homer. First pitch from Ottavino. There's a called strike. Got a really big gray cloud floating by, moving out towards left field, but down the right field line, sky's getting a little bit brighter. That's a good sign. And the Braves leading 3-0. Looking to punch their ticket to the postseason here today in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Ozzie takes a ball low, 1-1. It's been raining for about the last 20 minutes. Not hard enough to stop the game, but everything wet. A little bit of water pooling on the rooftops of the dugout. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way from Ottavino. Ozzie with the fly ball to center, coming in Bader. He's there, makes a 2-handed head-high catch, and 1 away in the 7th. The Braves know that big wins come from bold plays. That's why the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce, flavor favors the bold.
You've got it right on that cloud. It's the only thing in the area, the whole metro area, that might have had some rain in it, but it's passing through.
One down for Ozuna. And he cracks one to deep right field. Head back there, tailored to the wall, and he's under it. Coming off the bat, it looked like he might be pushing for his 40th home run of the year, but got it to the warning track the opposite way. So 2 down in the 7th. Here's Matt Olson. He's knocking on the door of 30 homers, been sitting on 29 for a while. It also has been sitting on 98 RBIs for a while. Ottavino's pitch. In for a called strike. If Matt can get 2 more RBIs, it'll be his 4th season in his career of 100 RBIs or more. One low and inside. He's reached the 30 home run club 4 times in his career. He's just on the outside looking in right now, just as he was in 2018, when he also finished with 29 home runs that season. Matt's next homer will be his 260th in his career. 1-1. Huge swing and a miss over a sweeper.
I see Joe Jimenez loosening up in the Atlanta bullpen, Ben, but I want to see Schwellen back for another inning.
He's been that good, hasn't he?
Well, and the Mets know. They can't hit him.
And 7, 8, 9 due up for the Mets in the top of the 8th. 1-2 to Olson. Sent foul over by the Braves dugout. And he's at, what, about 84, 85 pitches tops?
Right.
Yeah, 83 pitches for Schwellenbach, 60 strikes. 1-2 to Olson, got him looking. Touched the outside corner with a fastball, according to Scott Berry. And the Braves go down in order for just the 2nd time today. So we go to the 8th inning with the Braves shutting out the Mets 3-0.
In a season already plagued with injuries and underachievers, your fantasy football team is faced with yet another obstacle.
The bye weeks are coming! The bye weeks are coming!
When your star player takes a week off, listen to SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio for winning fantasy football advice.
You got to work the waiver wire. You got to make trades. The draft is just a piece of the puzzle.
Our experts tell you who to play in this time of need.
Now the work really starts.
Your frontline source for fantasy football, Channel 87, and on the SiriusXM app.
Hello, Braves fans. I'm Jake Mastriani, host of your daily Atlanta Braves podcast, Locked On Braves, a part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Locked On Braves brings you the latest Braves news and analysis and breaks down all of the action. Locked On Braves is everything a Braves fan could want, all in a 30-minute daily podcast. So join me and download Locked On Braves right now on the SXM app, available with all trials and popular plans, or wherever you get your podcasts. Search Locked On Braves.
You love listening to baseball. You love talking about baseball, and so do we. That's why SiriusXM has the only channel on the radio dedicated to baseball 24/7. It's MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89. News, opinions, passionate baseball talk from former players and GMs, plus interviews with players, managers, and executives, original specials, and much, much, much more. All baseball, every day, on your radio. If you can hear me right now, you've got MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89, and on the SiriusXM app.
Your membership.
Action transfers into the top of the 8th inning with the Braves leading the Mets 3-0. And who's on the mound? Spencer Schwellenbach again. 7 dazzling innings to this point. And he's facing 7, 8, and 9 in the top of the 8th inning with Joe Jimenez tossing in the bullpen. Tyrone Taylor takes a ball inside. That was just the 84th pitch of the game for Schwellenbach. And as you and I are discussing in between innings, probably Spencer until somebody gets on base.
That's what I would think.
1-0 in for a called strike. Evens the count at 1.
Wouldn't surprise me to see the Mets until somebody gets on, have their hitters just take a pitch till they get a strike.
1-1 to Taylor. Check swing, he went. That was a slider down to make it a 1-2 count. 5 strikeouts for Schwellenbach. And ahead of Taylor, 1-2. Pitch on the way. This low with a curveball. And his 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul that'll bounce over by the Mets dugout. First sign of trouble, you'd imagine it would be Joe Jimenez on. But Spencer has put together 5 1-2-3 innings. Looking for the strikeout here of Tyrone Taylor. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off down the left field line. Do it again with a 2-2 count. Well, it goes without saying you have this situation when it makes sure you get the leadoff man, but especially when it's Tyrone Taylor. He is quick. Got to keep him off the base paths. And the 2-2 pitch. Missed up and in with a cutter. Not a bad idea, just missed. So now it's run to 3-2 on Taylor.
Got to throw a strike.
He rears back and fires. Fly ball out towards right, slicing foul. Coming over Eli White, and that's into the seats 3 sections down for the Braves dugout. Came at him with a cutter there.
You might give up a hit, but you got to throw a strike. No walks.
3 balls and 2 strikes as Taylor leads off the 8th. Schwellenbach cuts it loose. Pulled foul in the left field line. Right at him with a cutter again. This will be the 10th pitch of the battle between Taylor and Schwellenbach. And again, the 3-2 pitch. Line drive down the left field line, foul. Just outside the line. That was a curveball that he went with, and Taylor barreled it just barely foul.
Well, give Taylor a big tip of the cap. He's having a really good at bat, and he's running the pitch count up.
Long battle here between Taylor and Schwellenbach. Schwellenbach digging deep, looking to Travis. 3-2. Fly ball out to deep left center field. That's going to split the gap, and 1 hop off the wall. Up with it now, Harris. He'll send it in, and it'll be a leadoff double by Taylor in the top of the 8th. So the Braves went with Schwellenbach for the first batter of the 8th. And after an 11-pitch battle with Tyrone Taylor, he bangs a slider into the gap in left center. Snit comes on, and this crowd rises to their feet to roar for Spencer Schwellenbach. What a great performance by Spencer this afternoon. Listen to this place go crazy for the rookie. Braves make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Predict your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. Wonderful performance. He'll turn it over to Jimenez. We'll introduce you to Joe when we come back. 3-0 Braves in the 8th.
With us today, a developer from SeatGeek. Quick question. My son's wedding clashes with the baseball game. Do you have an innovation to make him reschedule the wedding?
No, but you can sell your tickets on SeatGeek.
Interesting. What about selling a wedding invitation? I'm joking. Maybe.
Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Buy and sell Atlanta Braves tickets on SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Braves.
The DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta, a preferred hotel of the Atlanta Braves, is conveniently located within walking distance to the Atlanta Braves Stadium, along with the numerous restaurants, shopping, and entertainment options. The DoubleTree Suites at the Battery Atlanta provides spacious 2-room guest suites, a full-service restaurant, and 5,500 square feet of flexible event space for your next event. Stop by and pregame in our on-site Game Changer Sports Lounge and Grill, and don't forget to sweeten your stay with our signature DoubleTree chocolate chip cookie. Book your next stay at the DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta.
Digging, grading, tilling, and mowing. All in a day's work with Yanmar, the tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com.
Joe Jimenez will inherit a runner at second. Nobody out in the 8th inning. He's only inherited 9 runners all year. Brian Snitker typically lets him come in with a clean inning. Of the 9 runners inherited, 3 have scored, but opponents hitting just 174 against him. Runner at second, nobody out. The Mets are just 3 for their last 30 with runners in scoring position.
And it's up to Joe to keep them quiet and frustrated. Runner at second, no one out. Here's Alvarez. First pitch to him. In for a called strike. The last time we saw Joe Jimenez was on Saturday. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball out to third, down the left field line, and a fair ball. That's going to put the Mets on the board. Francisco Alvarez is going to head for second base. Here's the throw, and it's late. And it's back-to-back doubles by the Mets to make it a 3-1 game. That'll close the line on Schwellenbach as that run belongs to him. But the Mets break through in the top of the 8th inning with back-to-back doubles from Taylor and Alvarez. And it's the bottom of the order who delivers for the Mets.
And I mean, that was right over the bag. He was fooled, but right over the bag and just out of the reach of Urshela.
And now Starling Marte will pinch hit for Harrison Bader. And he represents the tying run. So a 3-1 game. The Mets trying to make a charge here in the 8th inning. Marte, a .266 hitter. The pitch on the way from Jimenez up and in. Finishing that thought on Jimenez, we saw him the other night on Saturday. And he had that small stretch where he had a difficult time in wet conditions finding the strike zone. And the conditions wet here this afternoon. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Starling Marte. It'll send one foul into the seats down the right field line. Braves have Raisel Iglesias warming in the bullpen. And we could certainly see him in the 8th inning if things don't go well for Joe here. Righty-righty matchup. And the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball left side past the diving Arcia and a base hit in the left field. Holding at third base, Alvarez. He had to make sure he was going to get in front of Arcia. So the Mets here in the 8th have gone double, double, single, and with no one out, they have them at the corners for the top of the order. And here comes Rick Kranis to chat with Joe Jimenez. For the first 7 innings of the game, the Mets were hypnotized by Spencer Schwellenbach. They had a couple of opportunities with men in scoring position, but they were ice cold. But here in the 8th, it started with a double by Taylor. Then the Braves went to the bullpen for Jimenez. And he's given up a double and a single to Alvarez and Marte.
Well, I think the great at-bat by Taylor kind of lit a spark in their dugout. He fought Schwellenbach tooth and nail and got a double, and I think that really got them fired up, especially when Spencer was taken out of the game. They thought, okay, let's go. The runner at third doesn't matter right now. You only need to concern yourself defensively with that guy at first. He's the tying run. Keep him out of scoring position. That's why the infield is playing back. They'd really be happy with a double play.
But it's Lindor who climbs in. Switch hitter batting left, and the first pitch is outside. Lindor 1 for 6 in his career versus Jimenez. The 1 was a homer. 3-1 Braves, top of the 8th. Runners at the corners, no one out. Pitch on the way to Lindor. He swings and misses. Went up and away with a fastball to even the count up. Lindor today, 3 ground outs to the right side. 2 to second, 1 to first. Lindor requests time, and it's granted by Scott Berry. Lindor has been an MVP candidate all year and been the best player the Mets have had, especially in the second half. 1-1 liner up the middle, base hits, a 1-run game. Down to second for Marte, and the RBI single makes it 3-2. Brian Snitker is on the fourth step of the dugout. Now he's going to emerge, and the Braves are going to go ahead to their closer, Iglesias. So now the tying run is at second. The go-ahead run is at first. Still no one out. And the Braves make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. We'll step aside. It's 3-2 Atlanta here in the 8th.
On my off days, the last thing I want to do is take my Ford Bronco SUV in for service. Lucky for me, there's complimentary Ford pickup and delivery and Ford mobile service.
Available for Ford owners like Michael Harris and you. So if you don't have time to spend at the dealership, no problem. Contact your local Ford dealer for assistance or to learn more. Ford pickup and delivery and Ford mobile service are offered by participating dealers and may be limited based on availability, distance, or other dealer-specific criteria. Does not include parts or repair charges. A non-operational vehicle is not eligible and will require a roadside event.
Hey Braves fans, this is attorney John Foy. Our winning team is here whenever you need us. Nights, weekends, and even on the holidays. After an accident, you want help, you want answers, and we're available to get you both as quickly as possible. Drive safe, stay safe, and remember, if you're hurt, you've got help. That's the strong arm.
Injured? Call the strong arm. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Engineers, planners, and developers, do you have a project that needs a cultural resources survey? Contact Wiregrass Archaeological Consultants at diggingintothepast.com. That's diggingintothepast.com.
Raisel Iglesias will try to get things under control. Mets have scored a couple of runs here and have 2 on, nobody out. And for Iglesias, he's had plenty of rest, a couple of days rest, and only 1 outing and 2 days before that. He's got 33 saves and 36 outings, 172 ERA and just a 150 average against him, but he's got some tough hombres here to deal with.
Starting with Jose Iglesias. He's 0 for 3, but he's been one of their hottest hitters. Runners at first and second. First pitch swinging. Missed every stitch of the slider. Braves were creeping in the corners in case he dropped one down, but he was swinging away. Tying run is at second. Go ahead run at first and no one out. Iglesias, a glance to second. And the 0-1. Reach and a miss. Good slider, 0-2. This is the time you need swing and miss stuff. Russell's got it. Looking for one more to put away Iglesias. Everybody to their feet here at the ballpark and roaring for Raisel Iglesias to get Jose Iglesias. 0-2. Fouled back. Just did touch a fastball up and in. The Mets with 4 straight hits here in the 8th inning. Line drive down the right field line. That'll be cut off by White. Coming around third now and coming to the plate is Marte, and he will score to tie the game. 5 straight hits for the Mets here in the 8th, and the go-ahead runs at third. Iglesias was down to 2 strikes and got a fastball low and away and was able to scorch it down the right field line.
Eli White got to it quickly, but it looked like he had a wet baseball that he tried to throw in because he wasn't able to get a whole lot on the throw to Matt Olson on the relay.
Still no one out, and here's Mark Vientos. Iglesias at first. Lindor is at third. Pitch to Vientos is outside. It was a 3-0 Braves lead into the top of the 8th. Now they've come roaring back as it's gone double, double, single, single, single. And the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Iglesias looking into Travis d'Arnaud. 1-1 to Vientos. Outside with a slider. 2 balls and a strike now on Mark Vientos. Vientos awaits the 2-1. Here it is. It's a fly ball towards shallow center. Now medium depth center. Under it, Michael Harris. Michael's got it. Running now, Lindor. Here's the throw out of center field. Way off line. Cut back to the mound by Olsen. And the Mets take the lead with a sacrifice fly by Mark Vientos. It's 4-3 New York in the top of the 8th. Vientos with his 71st RBI of the year. Iglesias is over at first base. And with one down, here's Brandon Nimmo. 3 of these 4 runs charged to Joe Jimenez. Runner goes, pitch on the way, and no throw down. The ball is dropped by Travis d'Arnaud on the exchange. So now the Mets, who have taken the lead, have insurance in scoring position with just 1 out on the top of the 8th. One-oh pitch. Low ball 2. Now the Braves just trying to limit the damage as a 3-run lead has evaporated. And the 2-0 pitch on the way to Brandon Nimmo, and he blows that by him. Nimmo is 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a flyout. The 2-1. Fly ball way up in the air, deep right field. Trouble written all over this thing, and it's a 2-run home run into the chop house. And it's now a 6-run inning for the Mets. They were trailing 3-0, and they have come roaring back here in the 8th inning to claim a 6-3 lead. And that'll be it for Iglesias. Like Snit told us before the game, you got some guys that might have to pitch in both games. And the way that this has taken a revolting turn, got to get Iglesias out of there in case you need him for the game, too. And the Braves will go to the bullpen and make the Arrow Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. We'll introduce you to Aaron Bummer when we come back. 6-3 Mets in the 8th.
Hey, Braves fans, step up to the plate with Xfinity Internet. Get the fastest speeds and low-lag streaming for an incredible viewing experience that knocks it out of the park. And you'll have a consistent connection with reduced buffering and freezing, so you can stay in all the action inning after inning. When it's game time, make sure to catch it all with internet that's powerful and reliable. Stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity, because it's only live once. Actual speeds vary and not guaranteed. Many factors affect speed. For factors affecting speed, visit xfinity.com/network management.
You're not afraid to get dirty. You know there's strength in sweat, pride in a hard day's work, and power in a great team. We agree the best teams run like a well-oiled machine. That's why you need a Yanmar tractor on your roster. The tractor rated #1 in product quality by the EDA 5 years running. From digging and grading to tilling and mowing. Get more done. Take less time. Yanmar gets you to the game faster. See all their tractors online at yanmartractor.com. That's yanmartractor.com.
Dive into the ultimate dining experience at National Anthem Atlanta, in the heart of the Battery Atlanta in the Omni Hotel, the official hotel of the Atlanta Braves. Book your stay at omnihotels.com/Battery Atlanta.
Well, this is a revolting turn of events here. Big inning for the Mets. They've taken a big lead. Aaron Bummer on now for Atlanta. He's 4-3, 3.62 ERA, his 56th outing.
Only 1 down. This is the 8th Met to the plate in the 8th inning. Pete Alonso takes backdoor sweeper for a ball.
Yeah, and the only out was a sac fly.
6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Mets. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Braves. 1-0 to Alonso. He swings and misses on a pitch that looked like it hit him. Came low and in and got a piece of him, and he went after it anyway. 1-1 on Alonso. One from Bummer. Sent foul into the seats down the right field line.
Only the 4th home run allowed by Iglesias this year.
One-two pitch. This tied 2-2. Braves in the bottom of the 8th will have White, Laureano, and Darno due up. And trailing by 3 runs suddenly. And the 2-2 pitch. Alonso strikes out, going over the top of a sweeper. 2 down in the 8th. And now J.D. Martinez is the batter. Well, the sun finally pokes its head out and shines down on the field, but it feels awfully gloomy in this ballpark. Martinez takes a sweeper low.
By the way, that home run by Nemo landed up there in above the chop. Not on the roof, but in that section of folks up there above the main chop house.
Martinez sends one foul. That went 405 feet, his home run. And now for the Braves, they'll need a similar comeback as they're down to their final 6 outs, or win game 2 of the doubleheader. One over for a strike, 1-2. One-two to Martinez. Missed the outside corner with a sweeper. Well, this thing was going so well for the Braves. Had a 3-0 lead. We're looking to put this thing in the win column, punch their ticket to the postseason, and then do whatever they wanted to in game 2 pitching wise. 2-2 misses low. Now if you can't win this ball game, all of a sudden this is a dramatic shift in gears for what you'll have to do in game 2. If the Braves can't come back, then suddenly your plans change on the mound, and it's like Snit told us before the game, they had a plan for every scenario, but the scenario just drastically changed. Three-two pitch. Just inside ball 4. So it's a 2-out walk, and the man who started this entire surge for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor, comes to the plate. For Taylor, it was no ordinary at bat, getting things going here in the 8th inning. You look down at the box score and see a leadoff double, but it was an 11-pitch battle that he had with Spencer Schwellenbach. And when Spencer started things in the top of the 8th, he had cruised through 7 innings, 75 pitches. But that at bat, like Joe mentioned, sparked it for the Mets, and they've taken off. There's a strike on the inside corner.
Luis Angel Acuna now pinch running at first.
Ball 1 to Taylor on a fly ball towards center. Coming in, Michael Harris. Likewise, Eli White. This is Eli's ball, and there's out number 3. But 10 Mets come to the plate. 6 of them score. What was once a 3-0 lead for the Braves is now a 3-run deficit. It's 6-3 New York into the bottom of the 8th.
Ever hit a single that felt like a home run? Or feel like you're playing in the big leagues even if you've never swung a bat? That's what it's like living in a Cortland community, like getting more than you expect. Hi, I'm Cordy, Cortland's spokespug and #1 Braves fan, here to tell you all about how Cortland brings you the best in live and play spaces, not to mention amazing service. It's why we're the top apartment brand on Reputation.com. Cortland, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new apartment home at Cortland.com.
Is that your new Lexus RX?
RX plug-in hybrid.
So it runs all electric?
Yeah, for short trips, and can switch to gas for long.
Wow. What does your range anxiety therapist say?
Dr. Feeney?
Uh-huh.
He says my RX cured me.
No more range anxiety therapy?
Nope.
Well, you're an inspiration to us all.
The best-selling Lexus RX lineup, now with a plug-in hybrid. Experience amazing
at your Lexus dealer.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. And just like a fastball that catches the edge of the plate, the original Louisiana brand hot sauce always strikes the perfect note. Aggressive enough to wake up your taste buds without overpowering your meal. So whether you're celebrating another Braves win or just spicing up your game day grub, grab the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Flavor favors the bold.
City of Hope Cancer Center Atlanta is turning hope into reality, providing personalized treatments for all stages of cancer, with appointments available in as little as 24 hours. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
These changes for the Mets as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Starling Marte will stay in the game and play right field. Moving from right to center will be Tyrone Taylor. On to pitch will be Phil Maton. With the Mets up 6-3, Maton was with Tampa Bay earlier this year. Combined between the two teams, 3-3, a 3.39 ERA, and 3 saves.
Eli White there to greet him. Eli takes a front door curveball for a strike. We saw Eli White take over in right field in the 7th. And this is his first plate appearance. 6-3 Mets, bottom of the 8th. And Eli White takes a ball inside. Eddie Alvarez has taken over at second base. One to White. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Well, the Braves need some kind of an answer. Well, that was a massive blow they took in the top of the 8th. 2-1 to White. Came inside and got him on a check swing. They appeal. He didn't go. And the Braves have a base runner. It was a knuckle scraper, it looked like. Right wrist.
Oh, man, right on the forearm. Yeah, right below the wrist.
So now it's Laureano to the plate. He had a big home run at the time in the 6th inning, gave the Braves a 3-0 lead. And at the time, he felt like that added run was a huge added run. But the Mets scored 6 times at the top of the inning. Now the Braves looking to strike back. Maton brings it. Laureano takes the ball high.
It kind of reminded me of that game out in Colorado where they put together 8 straight hits in the bottom of the 8th or 9th inning.
Yeah.
Just couldn't stop the bleeding there at the top of this inning.
1-0 to Laureano. He swings and misses at a cutter away. Yeah, very similar. Travis d'Arnaud on deck, swinging the stick. Maton, the 4th pitcher used by Carlos Mendoza. 1-1, and he got under it. Popped it up towards foul territory. Flying over by the Mets dugout and into the seats in the lower bowl of the stadium. Edwin Diaz now tossing for the Mets.
He's their closer. He threw 26 pitches yesterday, but said he's available for both games today.
Runner at first, no one out. Now time called. Requested by Laureano. Maton brings it. Laureano with a fly ball to right field. Starling Marte coming in. He's under it. Makes the catch in medium depth right field. 1 out in the 8th. D'Arnaud singled back at the second inning. Came to the plate in the third inning with runners at second and third and 2 down. Struck out. And how easy it is when you're in this position late to look back on missed opportunities. There's a called strike. Or at the time you didn't like it, but as the game continues and lingers on, you find yourself trailing late. Boy, spotlight shining on those moments. No 0-1 count on Travis. Maton brings it. D'Arnaud with a check swing. He did not commit. And the count even 1-1. Travis swings and misses at a cutter. 1-2 down, Travis D'Arnaud. Eli White just received some instruction from Tom Goodwin, Braves first base coach. Just needs some base runners. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Travis loops one into shallow left center, rather right center field, down for a hit. Around second, heading for third now is Eli White. And Travis delivers with that little looper to center. So now the tying run to the plate in Gio Urshela. And that'll be it for Maton. Coming out, Carlos Mendoza. He too will go to his closer in the 8th inning. And it'll be Diaz coming on for the Mets as they make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. 1 down, bottom of the 8th. Runners at the corners. 6-3 Mets.
On my off days, the last thing I want to do is take my Ford Bronco SUV in for service. Lucky for me, there's complimentary Ford pickup and delivery and Ford mobile service.
Available for Ford owners like Michael Harris and you. So if you don't have time to spend at the dealership, no problem. Contact your local Ford dealer for assistance or to learn more. Ford pickup and delivery and Ford mobile service are offered by participating dealers and may be limited based on availability, distance, or other dealer-specific criteria. Does not include parts or repair charges. A non-operational vehicle is not eligible and will require a roadside event.
Hey Braves fans, this is attorney John Foy. Our winning team is here whenever you need us. Nights, weekends, and even on the holidays. After an accident, you want help, you want answers, and we're available to get you both as quickly as possible. Drive safe, stay safe, and remember, if you're hurt, you've got help. That's the Strong Arm.
Injured? Call the Strong Arm. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Engineers, planners, and developers. Do you have a project that needs a cultural resources survey? Contact Wiregrass Archaeological Consultants at diggingintothepast.com. That's diggingintothepast.com.
Diaz is the closer for the Mets, and he's on in the 8th inning. He threw 26 pitches yesterday in Milwaukee because he hadn't pitched in several days. But they had a nice lead. He said he's fine to go today, and here he is, first and third, 1 out. And the Mets up by 3. He's 5-4, a 3.29 ERA, 20 saves, but he's also got 6 blown saves. But 82 strikeouts in 52 innings, just a .179 average against him. However, of that average, 7 of the hits he's allowed have been homers. Throws hard, very, very similar to Raisel Iglesias in arm angle and all of his stuff.
Well, now it's Diaz who enters into this dogfight. Runners at the corners. Only 1 out. Gio Urshela is the batter representing the tying run. And Gio is 1 for 3 with a single. He has seen Diaz twice in his career, 1 for 2. Braves have Jared Kelenic on deck. He'd be batting for Arcia. First pitch, a little bit high and outside with a fastball. 6 runs, 9 hits for the Mets, 3 runs, 9 hits for the Braves.
If there's a difference, it's that Diaz throws harder than Iglesias. His fastball close to 100.
1-0, ground ball fouled on the third base line. Yeah, he can bring it. And prior to his injury a couple of years ago, Probably the best closer in the game. 1-1 on Gio Urshela. Righty-righty matchup. 1-1 tapped back to the mound. Diaz has it. Lobs over to first base in time for the out. White holds at third. Down to second base, d'Arnaud. So now it's Jarred Kelenic to the plate. And it's been a while since we've seen Jarred. But if you get a base hit right here, you got yourself a one-run game.
Been a while between at-bats for Jarred Kelenic, too.
First pitch to Kelenic. It bounces and kicks away from the catcher, but not far enough away for Eli White to break for the plate. Kelenic, the left-handed hitter. This is a huge at-bat for Jarred. 1-0 pitch low and inside. Arguably his biggest of the season. Certainly his biggest this month.
Boy, tough coming off the bench when you haven't had an at-bat in a couple of weeks and have to face this guy, but already in a good count.
The 2-0 pitch. Swung on at a ground ball. Diving stop back to the bag by Alonso. There's no one at the bag to cover. He's safe and a run scores. A great play by Alonso diving to his left, but when he looked to the bag to toss to a teammate, no one was home. That is now a 6-4 game with runners at the corners.
Well, maybe nobody covered, but I'll tell you what Alonso did. He saved a run. This was going to be a 2-run double. And by knocking the ball down and keeping it from getting to the foul territory down the line, that was a huge play by Alonso.
So now a meeting at the mound. And the Braves are looking to push back on the Mets as New York scored 6 times at the top of the 8th. And the Braves have answered to pick up 1 run thus far, but they want much more. Michael Harris is the batter, and he represents the go-ahead run at the bottom of the 8th. Harris has never faced Edwin Diaz. So it's 6-4. Eli White scored on the play. And now a pinch runner for the Braves.
I believe that's Whit Merrifield.
Whit Merrifield down at first base. Crowd roaring louder and louder. Harris takes a ball low. What an 8th inning this has been. Crazy 8th inning here in Atlanta. And Michael Harris looking to make it even crazier with a base hit here. They're playing very deep in the outfield. There goes Whit. Pitch on the way. And there's a ball. No throw down. Now a base hit can tie the game. Two balls and no strikes. Pitch on the way. Low and inside. 3-0. On deck, Albies, who's had a big game for the Braves, and a 2-run homer earlier. And if he walks Harris, then the go-ahead run is aboard.
I'm letting him hack away here.
3-0 pitch. Ball 4. Miss low and in. That will load the bases for Albies. Both teams have counted on their closer in the 8th inning, and the other team has been able to strike against them.
Keep in mind, 26 pitches yesterday for Diaz.
Now it's Ozzie climbing in. First pitch. Outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Keep this in mind. Ozzie in his career versus Diaz is 0 for 9, but all those at-bats are from the other side of the plate.
Oh, good point.
Now it's right on right. 1-0 pitch. Missed high. 2 balls, no strikes. This place is some kind of rowdy here in the 8th. Bases loaded, 2 down. 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. 2-1. Whomever loses this game will have another chance, but these teams want this one. Punch their ticket right now.
This is the big one.
And the Braves had their shot here. Runners in scoring position has been a struggle so often. Looking to come through. 2-1 is low, ball 3.
Got to shrink that zone right here, Ozzie. Look for the ball in a certain spot. If it's not there, take it.
3-1. Swung on a fly ball to deep left field. Going back there, Nemo. Over his head. Off the wall. Here we go. 1 run in. 2 runs in. 3 runs in. Ozzie Albies reared back and burned it to left field. And it's 7-6 Braves in the 8th. What a crazy 8th inning in Atlanta, Georgia.
This place is up for grabs. Ozzie. Not only did he hit it off the wall, it bounced past Nemo that gave everybody a chance to take off. I wish you all could have seen Michael Harris running from first.
Here's Ozuna. First pitch is high. Can you believe this? 7-6 Braves in the 8th. 10 runs between these two teams in the 8th inning. And now looking for some insurance. 1-0 pitch. Ozuna pops one up. That's a mile high. Coming back now, Alvarez, and he is out of room. That's in the seats.
This is just nuts.
Ozzie Albies with a 5 RBI day. And the Braves leading 7-6 in the bottom of the 8th. Ozuna waiting on the 1-1 pitch. 1-1. Missed high and away, 2-1.
Great job by Ozzie on the 3-1 count to get exactly the pitch he wanted, which was right above the knees, down the middle.
2-1, a chase hit a miss, 2-2. Well, the Braves will have at least a 1-run lead into the 9th. Ozuna steadies the bat, staring down Diaz. 2-2 pitch. Outside 3-2. This crowd has been building and building and building with each batter. They've worked themselves into a frenzy.
Nobody's sitting.
3-2, a swing and a miss, and a slider for strike 3. You want to talk about a wild ride in the 8th. Braves give up 6 in the top of the inning. They score 4 times in the bottom of the inning. And into the 9th we go with the Braves leading the Mets 7-6.
Hey, it's Andy Cohen. Are you a pop culture fanatic like us? Then Radio Andy is your ultimate pop culture destination. From news-making interviews, I read that Gronk thought that he was going to be in the movie more.
I wish I was in the NFL more.
The deepest dives, high-intensity moments, the hottest takes,
the biggest stars, and all the drama. I apologize, but I'm not sorry at all. The ultimate pop culture destination, Radio Andy, Sirius XM 102, and on the Sirius XM app.
You love listening to baseball. You love talking about baseball. You love yelling at your buddies about baseball because they love baseball, and so do we. That's why SiriusXM has the only channel on the radio dedicated to baseball 24/7. It's MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89. News, opinions, passionate baseball talk from former players and GMs, plus interviews with players, managers, and executives, and much, much, much more. If you can hear me right now, you've got MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89, and on the SiriusXM app.
I'm John Paul Morosi, host of the SiriusXM original podcast, The Road to Cooperstown. Each week, I talk with a Baseball Hall of Famer about the challenges they overcame to become an all-time great.
It is a hard game, and mentally it's hard.
My legs started shaking.
They pretty much knew I was going to have lung surgery after the season. I wasn't for sure. Would I ever play baseball again?
The Road to Cooperstown is the official podcast of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. Episodes are available now on the all-new SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcasts.
On ctmobile.com.
probable 8th inning you've seen in a very long time. Braves up by a 1 run, and Pierce Johnson will try to close the deal against 8-9-1 in their order. For Pierce, he's 6-5, a 3.42 ERA and 2 saves. It's all hands on deck. The Braves have Dylan Lee and Daysbel Hernandez up in the bullpen if needed. Get that first guy, Ben.
3 outs away from the postseason. A 1-run lead. Here's Francisco Alvarez. Here's the first pitch on the way from Pierce Johnson to Alvarez. Missed a little bit high with a curveball. Well, like you mentioned, Pierce Johnson, 2 saves this season. He has 15 in his career. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Alvarez. Kicks and fires, and that's popped up. Could be playable. Believe it will be. Pierce pointing it out. Under it now, the third baseman, Merrifield, and he's got it halfway between third and the mound. 1 down. You don't take anything for granted. You're looking up, trying to find that baseball with an overcast sky. Good thing Whit got under it.
Yeah, Whit's at third, and Gio has moved over to short. Remember, they pinch hit for Arcia.
1 down for Starling Marte. Right on right matchup. Pierce goes to work. First pitch a called strike. Top shelf fastball 97. Marte took over as a pinch hitter last inning. Singled and scored, and that's 6-run 8th for the Mets. 7-6 Braves here in the top of the 9th. The 0-1 from Pierce. Low and away, 1-1. Big crowd on their feet. Fingers crossed, holding their breath. Ball to strike on Marte. Here it comes. Fouled off 1-2. This time of year, ball games this big, every moment is huge. Even just 1 strike feels like a gigantic momentum swing. Looking for another strike. And the 1-2. Ground ball, left side, that's through. And a base hit into left center. Base hit by Marte. And now the go-ahead run will come to the plate for the Mets. The batter is Lindor.
Boy, and what a job Marte has done. Pinch hit last inning, and now 2 for 2.
Lindor 0 for 1 versus Pierce Johnson in his career. You knew you'd have to face him this inning. You just wanted to face him with no one on base.
Right.
Switch hitter batting from the left side. Pickoff over to first and back into the dive Marte.
Marte doesn't run like he used to, but he can still go, and he has 16 swipes this year and only 1 caught stealing.
Takes a good lead at first base. Pierce to the plate, and a fly ball way up in the air to deep right center field. Heading back now, Harris, he's at the wall, and the Mets have taken the lead. Unbelievable. It's a home run into the Braves bullpen. Francisco Lindor has been their MVP all year, and he steps up in the biggest moment for the Mets and gives them the lead again. It's 8-7 New York.
Curveball. It was down, but it was in the middle of the plate, and I thought maybe he golfed under it a little too much. Not so.
Now Eddie Alvarez climbing in. Or rather, Iglesias, I should say. There's a ball low and outside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That'll miss a little bit low. Alvarez is on deck right now. As Alvarez had gone to second and Iglesias had gone to third base. 2-0 from Pierce Johnson. Flared foul. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
After Game 2 of the doubleheader, join us on MLB Network Radio as we break down the postseason field on Sirius XM 89 and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way from Pierce Johnson. Iglesias with a comebacker. Flagged on one hop by Pierce Johnson. Lobs to the bag, 2 down. Well, the Braves in the bottom of the 9th will have Olsen, White, and Laureano. And they're currently trailing by a run with 2 down in the top of the 9th inning. And if you're just now tuning in, folks, you've tuned into the wildest game of the season. It has been such a tug of war. The first 7 innings of this game, nothing like what we have seen since then. It was 3-0 Braves going into the 8th, and then it exploded from there. Eddie Alvarez takes the ball outside.
Ryan Stanek in their bullpen. Looks like he would work the bottom half of the inning.
One-0 pitch. Strike. 1-1 on Eddie Alvarez. Mets scored 6 times in the 8th. Braves 4 times in the bottom of the 8th. Mets twice in the top of the 9th. 1-1 to Alvarez. Strike. Curveball over. Pierce Johnson trying to cross the finish line at the top of the 9th and get this thing into the bottom of the inning. 1-2 pitch, flipped foul over the Mets dugout. And the Braves, who got it done in the bottom of the 8th after taking such a big blow in the top of the inning, will have to do the same thing in the bottom of the 9th. The 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Righty-lefty matchup. Pierce is 2-2. Outside 3-2. We got to get this guy.
Yeah, he's only had 6 at bats since he was called up. He's 0 for 6 on the year.
Payoff pitch. And a fly ball deep down the right field line, but hooking foul. And that's into the lower bowl of the stadium. Game number 161. And this has without a doubt been the wildest ride of 161 to this point. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way to Eddie Alvarez. And he'll swat one foul. Mets 8, Braves 7, top of the 9th. Again, the 3-2. Fouled off again by Alvarez. He's giving Pierce Johnson everything that he wants. And the at-bat continues for Alvarez. This will be the 10th pitch of the sequence. And the 3-2 struck him out. Went with a curveball down. That ends the top of the 9th. But the Braves will head to the dugout needing 1 run to keep this ball game alive and 2 to win it and punch their ticket to the postseason. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 8-7 Mets.
Shooting drills. A coach who knows the game can teach their team how to improve. But one who genuinely cares about each player
You have what it takes. We got this.
can inspire them to win. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
This is for anyone currently doing plumbing, pipe fitting, or HVAC work with at least 3 years experience. If you're not making over $55 an hour total package, including health insurance, benefits, and a retirement pension, we need to talk. We're the plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVACR techs of UA72, and we've got a job for you. Plenty of options, safe conditions, great people in Atlanta. Visit UA72.org, click Join Us, and we'll send you a list of openings now. UA72.org.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Get $2,000 in loyalty cash bonus on a new Toyota Tundra. Offer valid through September 30th, 2024. Offer entitles current Tundra customers to $2,000 loyalty cash bonus on the retail purchase or lease of a new Tundra gas or hybrid vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward a down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details.
Play Keno online and anywhere Keno is sold and get 30% higher payouts during bonus hours. Sunday 1 to 3 p.m. and Thursdays 6 to 8 p.m. Only from the Georgia Lottery.
Into the bottom of the ninth, and who knows what lies ahead now after what we've seen for the last inning and a half. Matt Olson leads it off. It's still Diaz on the mound. First pitch to Matt, and he swings and pops one up. On the first pitch, it's into shallow center. Under it, Lindor. He's got it, one down. One out here in the ninth inning. Eli White is the batter. He'd be followed by Ramon Laureano. Braves down to their final 2 outs. And the winner of this game will be a postseason team. Eli White takes a called strike. Well, 1 to White. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. These folks here in the ballpark, and those of you who have been listening, I'm sure you've experienced just wave upon wave of varying emotions in this game. 1-1 sent foul. Just swing after swing after swing, one way to the other. His momentum has been so elusive. 1-2 pitch. White fouls one off. If you can get Eli White aboard, you bring Ramon Laureano to the plate, representing the winning run. And Laureano has homered in this game. Also, you'd have good wheels aboard in White. 1-2 low and outside, 2-2. The rally in the 8th for the Braves started when Eli White was hit by a pitch. And the 2-2. Missed high. Borderline call, and it goes the Braves' way, and it's 3-2. There's a little flare into center, down for a base hit. Eli White is aboard, and the Braves have good speed at first, representing the tying run. So now Laureano comes up to the plate. And for Ramon, he's put some really good swings on the ball today. 2 singles, as well as a homer. And now out there to the mound is Carlos Mendoza, or rather, that's the pitching coach. That is Jeremy Hefner. Well, there's no one they trust more than their closer, but they do have action in their bullpen.
Yeah, he's up over 60 pitches for the last 2 days. Iglesias running a screen on the umpire to give everybody more time to talk.
We've had Stanek tossing in the bullpen.
That was actually the manager, Mendoza, out there, making sure his closer's okay. But the Braves have one of their fastest runners on the roster at first base.
So if Laureano can find a gap, you like Eli White's chances to score. Diaz checking out the runner wide over at first base. Diaz is at 29 pitches. Here's number 30. Laureano ground ball, foul down the left field line. Boy, that was close. Iglesias was hugging that line over there, and it got by him, but Laz Diaz, third base umpire, right on it. Eight-7 Mets, bottom of the ninth, runner at first, one out. There goes White. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. No throw down. So a stolen base by Eli White, and the tying run is in scoring position with one out. Now you just need a base hit to drive that run in.
Good job, good jump by White.
0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Fought off a 98-mile-an-hour fastball at the top of the zone. Laureano waiting on the 0-2 pitch from Diaz. Here it comes. Ground ball foul. A deep breath. Now digs back into the right-hand batter's box. Battling here versus Diaz. Righty deals. Low and outside. Try to get him to chase a slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That was a good take.
White a good lead at second. Swing and a miss by Laureano. Struck him out with a slider. And now the Braves are down to their last out, but climbing in a man who was a hero just a few nights ago, Travis d'Arnaud. It was a nasty slider that time by Diaz.
Travis 0 for 4 in his career against him. Mets infield all back and playing it straight up.
Just need a base hit to tie the game. Travis swings and misses at a first pitch slider. The Mets are 1 out away from going to the postseason. And the Braves trying to disrupt that right here. 0-1 pitch. Low and away to even the count up.
Take one of those patented Travis d'Arnaud flares right here.
Absolutely. He steadies his bat, waiting on Diaz. 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. That's been his best pitch, especially against the righties. Now the Braves down to their final strike. Diaz ready. 1-2. Low and away, ball 2. So many times the Braves have found a way thanks to a big base hit by Travis d'Arnaud. And in need of one right here. Now time call. Diaz wants a brand new baseball. Eight-7 Mets, bottom of the ninth. Diaz at the belt. Now the 2-2. Chopper up the middle. On the other end, Lindor. He's got it. Throws over to first base. Mets win. Celebrating, Diaz spikes his glove. The Mets come pouring out of the dugout. They're going to the postseason. One of the wildest games in Major League Baseball this season just came to an end with the Mets victorious 8-7 over the Braves. And now the assignment for the Braves is simple. 1 game left in the season. And they have to win it in order to see their postseason dreams fulfilled. For the Braves in the ninth, no runs, 1 hit, no errors and a man left. Final score, Mets come back and win 8-7 over the Braves. Back with the totals after this.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes. But one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Fall is here, but it's still hot here in the state of Georgia, which means pests like ants, roaches, and mosquitoes are out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Braves, so you know you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Are you ready to live like a champion? Introducing Simply Sports CBD, the official CBD of athletes everywhere. Chosen by athletes like Olympic surfer Brisa Hennessy and recommended by trainers. Simply Sports CBD is the #1 NSF certified CBD for athletes. Whether it's training, recovery, or maintaining mental clarity, Simply is there for the day-to-day grind. Join the champions. Choose the CBD that athletes trust. Simply Sports CBD. Live like a champion. Proud partner of your Atlanta Braves.
Digging, grading, tilling, and mowing. All in a day's work with Yanmar, the tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com.
Well, it's been appropriately said, one of the craziest games in the Braves' 161 of the year. I think it's one of the wildest, got to be, in all of baseball in 2024. And the Mets prevail 8-7 in just a crazy 8th and 9th inning of this ball game. Home Depot proud to present.
breeze, but Racetrack sure gets us going. Fuel up fast at Racetrack. Proud hometown partner of the Atlanta Braves.
With us today, a developer from SeatGeek. Quick question. My son's wedding clashes with the baseball game. Do you have an innovation to make him reschedule the wedding?
No, but you can sell your tickets on SeatGeek.
Interesting. What about selling a wedding invitation? I'm joking. Maybe.
Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Buy and sell Atlanta Braves tickets on SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Braves.
With fall savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,600 off select appliances from top brands like GE Profile. Save space and time with the new combo washer and dryer and do-it-all-in-one machine. And with smart dispense technology, the right amount of detergent is automatically added to every wash. Laundry day is a whole lot smarter with the GE Profile Ultra-Fast Combo with smart dispense only at the Home Depot. Right now, save up to $1,600 on select appliances with fall savings at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Pricing valid September 26th through October 16th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Game 2 of the Braves and Mets is on the way next. Now more from our flagship studios in Atlanta as we set the plate for the second game of today's doubleheader from New York on the Braves Radio Network.
So the doubleheader's in Atlanta, and the Mets have won Game 1, 8-7 over the Braves. Game 2 coming up in about 35 minutes or so. So, Joe and I'll be right back for first pitch of that ball game. So we'll be sending it over to the studio. Kevin McAlpin on the other end with a Hyundai postgame show to wrap up this one and get us ready for Game 2. Kevin, all yours.
All right, thanks a lot, Ben. Hope you can get some time to catch your breath after just one of the most wildest games of the Major League season to this point. Braves fall to the Mets 8-7. Game 162 is coming up in about 35 minutes. Braves need a win to punch their postseason ticket. They're expected to have Chris Sale on the mound. In the meantime, we got a lot to get to on the Hyundai postgame show. After a quick break, we'll have the highlights from today's game. Later on, we'll hear from Brian Snitker and others. And, of course, we'll give you the lineups and pitching matchups for the regular season finale. That's coming up in just a little while from Truist Park here in Atlanta. But first things first, it's time for your Xfinity play of the game. And unfortunately, we're giving it to Francisco Lindor here today. A 2-run go-ahead homer in the top of the ninth inning against Pierce Johnson sends the Mets to the playoffs. It's also your Xfinity play of the game. Braves fans, stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. Don't go anywhere. Lots to cover, including a full recap of Game 1 of today's doubleheader coming up next right here on the Braves Radio Network.
Fall is here, but it's still hot here in the state of Georgia, which means pests like ants, roaches, and mosquitoes are out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Braves, so you know you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Ever hit a single that felt like a home run? Or feel like you're playing in the big leagues even if you've never swung a bat? That's what it's like living at a Cortland community, like getting more than you expect. Hi, I'm Cordy, Cortland's spokespug and #1 Braves fan, here to tell you all about how Cortland brings you the best in live and play spaces, not to mention amazing service. It's why we're the top apartment brand on Reputation.com. Cortland, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new apartment home at Cortland.com.
Live like a champion with Simply Sports CBD. Simply Sports CBD is the athlete's choice and trainer's #1 recommendation for a reason. It's NSF certified. As the choice CBD of Olympic surfer Brisa Hennessy and proud partner of the Atlanta Braves, Simply Sports CBD is trusted by the best for training, recovery, and performance. Whether it's the day-to-day grind or the thrill of competition, Simply Sports CBD helps you stay at the top of your game. Get the CBD athletes trust. Live like a champion. Available at the Georgia Hemp Company.com.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. We believe family makes us stronger. Pruitt Health has served families and communities throughout the Southeast for more than 50 years. If you're looking for skilled nursing, home health, or hospice care, count on our caregivers to provide the personalized plan your loved one needs. Learn more, visit PruittHealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, Let's go places. Get $2,000 in loyalty cash bonus on a new Toyota Tundra. Offer valid through September 30th, 2024. Offer entitles current Tundra customers to $2,000 loyalty cash bonus on the retail purchase or lease of a new Tundra gas or hybrid vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward a down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details.
With fall savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,600 off select appliances from top brands like Samsung, ranked #1 in customer satisfaction. Wash and dry in one cycle with the Samsung Ultra Capacity All-in-One Washer-Dryer Combo from the Home Depot. And get laundry day done faster, running a super speed load in just 98 minutes. Right now, shop fall savings for up to $1,600 off select appliances at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Pricing about September 26th through October 16th. U.S. only. See store online for details. Visit jdpower.com/awards for more details.